nation, what the world is watching.
What's up?
Are we live now?
Yes.
I never can see myself on the screen because you always do this right here.
I mean, you don't have to see yourself to be live.
I have to know what's going on here. That's what I do. We should do a redo. Or a rewind. No? Guess not. What? Why is the air not on?
Because I'm not hot.
It's hotter than Hades.
You were in here for like an hour.
An hour and a half. What's up, everybody? It's me, your boy, 10 Lives and Tony, and this is the Crybaby Kira.
Hello, everyone.
Why?
Yeet.
No yeet.
Yeet all the way.
No yeet.
Even Rhea yeets.
Everybody's asking me, are you okay?
Absolutely not. I've cried myself to sleep since the massacre.
Since the massacre.
Yeah. It's very unfortunate. But I wake up every day.
Well, yeah.
Not with a smile on my face.
Oh.
With some dried up tears on my face.
Oh.
But alas, I'm here.
Okay. We have an all-women panel right now. We have Jasmine. We have Jasmine Bryant, of course, Humble, and Jen. All women. They're here to support you.
Okay.
Oh, what do we got? There we go, Dion. There we go. Some men here. Finally, some testosterone. What's up, Clay?
Hello, Humble.
Am I like Uncle Howdy last night?
How are you?
Oh, I like Uncle. Oh, how are you like Uncle?
Did you skip the first half of the sentence?
I sure did. Yeah, I liked Uncle Howdy too. I liked the whole thing.
Jasmine, I know Rhea. They're taking stuff over to social media too. So it's
Humble
so cool.
says hi, beautiful Kira, but I don't get
darling.
I don't get a hi, handsome Tony.
No.
This is a travesty. It's a travesty, I tell you. I
don't think Humble's a liar.
Humble does not lie. That's one thing about her.
So why would she say hi, handsome Tony?
I can't. Wow. Listen, I want to know if we have any audio issues. That's good. So we're fine. See, hi, handsome Tony. Put that on, please.
It's right there.
No, you do it. I noticed that. I noticed that when I move, it moves. So see that? We're gonna clip this reel right here, that pretty face of Humbles, and then hi, handsome Tony. So that way,
she could be talking about any Tony.
Tony me. She means 10. She means 10 Eliza Tony. She doesn't mean Tony Khan.
You don't know that?
She does not mean Tony Khan. She doesn't mean Tony Danza. She means 10 Eliza Tony. How dare you? The lovely Jen is here. Hello, Jen. Team Evo now and non. There it goes.
Okay.
There he is, Blackwell. Send him an invite. See if he can jump in.
No.
Wow.
Can't stand him.
Wow. She means ABJ.
Do you even go by I think he does go by Tony, right?
He goes by Tony, yeah. Yeah, go to to Facebook.
Do you think I'm a dummy?
You asking me really if I'm asking if I think you're a dummy?
Yeah.
Yeah. There it is.
I've noticed lately that I need to start wearing my glasses more.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Yeah, I noticed that too. I need to start wearing my glasses more as well.
Uno momento, por favor. All right. Can't stand him. Tony Khan gets AEW together.
What do you mean?
Oh yeah, Britt Baker is getting suspended for some stuff that's happening with MJF, I think, or no, not MJF. I don't know, some guy and girl
in real life.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Look it up. Let me see.
I'm not looking it up. I don't pay attention. What's up, Ricky? What's up to everybody? Listen, we got some new people watching last night. First of all, what a great show last night. We gave away the title, right?
We did.
How about Vigilante? He is animated. I love his energy. How about Ruda being here? The whole deal. Everything's great. Congratulations to EWB Time for winning the title giveaway last night. I tried to rig it so Craig would win, but it didn't work. You know?
It was MJF. They had an argument.
Who had an argument?
Britt and MJF.
About what?
I don't know. It was revealed last week that AEW superstar Britt Baker was suspended and fined by the company following an argument with MJF. However, there are several portions of the story that have surfaced that are entirely untrue, according to PW Insider. So I guess there's not really one story that's
the story is she got in an argument with MJF's girlfriend Alicia too.
But
we don't know why.
He got it about Alicia Fox.
Alicia too.
A two.
Yeah.
Oh, 3. That's his girlfriend, right?
Yeah. She's a content creator. She's been a backstage interview for a while. Very lovely girl. I got to work with her a couple of times. She's very, very nice.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Guess what I ordered today?
Oh dear.
Crack cocaine?
Yeah, tons of it. No, I found a website that I can do payment plans, and I got my camera.
Congratulations,
dude! I need it so bad. I have so many ideas and stuff I want to do, and I can't.
Can you connect me to that link?
Yeah, so it's an app called Catapult. You download the app Catapult, and then you can go on Best Buy and then apply, see how much they'll give you, and then
they're gonna give me nothing.
They gave me something, and they shouldn't have. Your boy's credit is awful.
It can't be worse than mine. What's your credit score?
Listen,
what's your number? What's your number?
It's bad.
What is it?
It's like 3. It's pretty low.
Stop lying.
Yeah, it's single digits. It's rough.
They better take me then, because I'm okay. What's it called?
Oh, 3, the number 3. I thought you meant like in the 300s.
That's still bad.
I know it's bad, but you said single digits.
Yeah. It's worse than that. Yeah.
It's called Catapult.
Yeah, Catapult with a K.
Oh, with a K.
Pete Dunne.
Oh, we're live?
So I did not watch. I watched a little bit of Monday Night Raw last night. I have not seen SummerSlam yet. Anything cool happen?
At SummerSlam?
Anything cool?
Oh, he's joking.
Anything? I mean, I know it happened, but yikes!
Paint the walls red. Red.
Hey, one thing I like about this whole thing with Judgment Day breaking up, the Terror Twins gonna have some good merch.
Oh yeah. And
you see that they're kind of making the Judgment Day merch look like Bullet Club merch, where it's like the Irish kid now, with the Jada McDonough finally got Judgment Day merch.
Sure. Yeah,
that's good for him. He deserves it. But I like the Terror Twins vest. They're not for sale yet, though, right?
They're not for sale at all. Those are their vests.
Wow.
They're people. You know the person the person that makes all their vests.
I think Damien's gonna have a better story with feuding with them than he is actually gonna be champion.
He'll get the title back eventually. I think, because I don't think Randy's not going to beat him. Randy's not beating Gunther. I think Damien gets another moment at WrestleMania and beats Gunther. Because listen, after the Damien documentary, it shows you he's for real, that he's the truth, that he's paid his dues, and here's Trick Williams.
He's just not connecting with the audience yet.
I think after the turn, I think it's going to help him. I think it's going to help him a lot.
I think that documentary helped. Is that what you just said?
Well, we just so you know, we saw the documentary on Friday. We saw it. We went to the show. We went to the live show.
Yeah.
And they had a panel. It was great. Everybody was in tears crying.
Do you want to hear me say something positive that'll shock you?
Sure.
Oh.
Already, the Wyatt 6 has translated into the wrestling ring. I think they performed very well as a spooky wrestling stable.
It worked.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was the best Wyatt rendition of a match we've seen. Dexter Lumis wrestles completely different.
Mm-hmm.
Joe Gacy's always been a fantastic wrestler, and Rowan did exactly what he needed to do to make that look serious.
Mm-hmm.
I was impressed with it. I thought it was good, and I've been very critical on Wyatt stuff for a very long time. I thought the match was good. I hate the way Dexter Lumis looks. That fake hair looks awful, but his wrestling is good. Like he's doing like wild man stuff. Like he's wrestling so much different than he used to as Dexter Lumis.
Works for me.
Yeah, I enjoyed it.
Yeah. We got Trick Williams right now. on NXT.
We didn't even say what we were doing here. Guys, welcome.
To the NXT watch along.
Yes.
They see the NXT logo. It's up there.
Maybe they don't know what it is.
They can read.
I don't know if
Just acknowledge Pastor. He's here. Acknowledged.
I don't think I want to acknowledge Pastor anymore.
Well, you don't have to. That's your business. So Jordan Kirby wants to know, is CW going to be the permanent home of NXT? Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. And
Did you hear?
What? Hear what?
CM Punk and Randy Orton.
What about him?
They said it's going to be the first and second shows, I think, of NXT on CW Network.
They're going to be there?
Because it's in Chicago, so they're going to have Punk. And then I think wherever, I don't know where Randy is from, but they said Randy's going to be there too.
Who's the new dude that everyone, actually, I didn't see it last night, but who's the new dude that everybody,
Odyssey Jones?
That joined
New Day?
Yeah.
He didn't join the New Day, but he's this is the way to turn Xavier. Xavier's turning.
okay.
Odyssey Jones was in NXT. He had a lot of knee injuries. We saw him in a few house shows.
Gotcha.
He's good. Here's the problem with the New Day. You can't bring in a third person. People ain't gonna take to it. Number one,
a big third person, third person trying to be like Biggie, but I think that's the point. I think.
But they're gonna turn on Kofi. The crowd will turn on Kofi, but they want Xavier to be the heel.
He is going to be the heel.
Interesting.
But the crowd's going to turn on Kofi. How do you see Jones?
So, Mir, we were at a con last year with Dexter Lumis, and he still had a buzz cut. You don't grow long dreads like that quick. I'm sure his hair's long, but it's definitely extensions.
What do you mean? My hair's growing every day. What do you mean?
Yeah, your armpits.
Quiet. I shaved those.
I was about to say his ears.
Wow.
His ear hair.
The name on the marquee says 10 Lives of Tony, and I'm the punching bag of this channel. It's unbelievable.
I'm your punching bag too.
Shut up, idiot. No one even likes you.
Nobody likes my views. I feel very attacked in this. Every time I come on the show, I feel attacked.
No, because you're not
die hard.
Hey, but first of all, Trick Williams and Pete Dunne going at it like it's summer school and they're fighting.
Yeah, they got right into action on NXT.
What's up there, Jay? Good to see you, my buddy. I think Trick Williams needs to come to the main roster. I think it's a waste of time him being here now.
So you think they have Trick and Carmelo up there, even though they're still getting Carmelo used to the main roster?
I think they should put Trick Williams on Raw, keep them separated. Yeah. Trick Williams look, they took the title from him. Fine. Ethan Page is now champion. They seem like they have no direction with getting him back into the title picture. So move him up.
So who's going to be your big guys and like who's going to take his place?
I don't know, but who's a good contender for Ethan Page?
I couldn't tell you.
10 Lives of Tony.
Oh dear.
Oh, Hannah.
Why not?
I'm not familiarized with the NXT roster.
What is the problem with you that I am not? You don't think I'm legit enough to beat somebody? I could beat you.
Okay.
There it is.
Most people can. I'm pretty sure literally anyone can.
Well, you know that is true. You are a cream puff.
I haven't thrown a punch in my life.
That's pathetic. You know, I was talking about Kira about this. You know how to defend herself.
And I said absolutely not.
She's absolutely not. Great job. So everybody's gonna beat you up your whole life.
Possibly.
I didn't get a chance to watch the full content, but I seen you were doing a little bit of interview stuff. Is that like a prelude to what to expect?
You don't worry about what I do, bro. You don't worry about what I do, okay?
I don't think he's
Well, I see you
talking
interview
about
all the time. I think there's a market for Kira. I was wondering to see if that's something she's working up the courage for.
So yeah, I did a little here and there because he told me to on the spot. He would be like, was it Demon Diva or was it the Masha first?
It was Demon Diva.
So we were in the Superstore and we ran into Demon Diva and they started talking about the SummerSlam card and then they got to Rhea and Damien and stuff like that. And they were like, Kira, how about you take this one over? I was like, what? My first interview is gonna be with Demon Diva. Are you sure? So he did it right on the spot. Camera still rolling, and then she took over the interview. Because I think I was just rambling, but I think it was a rocky but okay stay. It wasn't the worst.
You're gonna find more comfort in doing it if you develop your style and your questions.
Yes.
Don't be afraid to build up questions, but have your go-tos that mean something to you, but also are hitting. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And then I got to do. He made me interview a Mosher that was on my Instagram, and she. First of all, I asked her. She was in full Rhea cosplay. I was like, I'm pretty sure I know who you're going for, but Rhea versus Liv, who do you got? And she says, I don't know.
Wow.
What?
Should have spit on her. That should have been your first punch she ever threw. Imagine the kid just knocked her out.
Let me tell you something else about Cleveland. So usually I get recognized here and there, but what was crazy is that when we got to the Superstore, I was recognized right away, which was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I mean, not just one person, a lot of people, which was great. But what was better is this: as we were working through Cleveland, people recognized Kira, like not through me, They were looking at Kira like, at Cleveland Brown Stadium. Oh, hi. The little girl was with her mom. Hey, I know her. Hey, I was like, what?
It was pretty trippy.
What is this guy doing? What has he got there? He's got food? What is that? Cake? What is that?
Speaking of food, do you want to give me a cold drink?
No, I do not.
Oh, wonderful.
But yeah, Pete Dunne with a basement drop kick onto Trick Williams right there.
We're in picture right now.
What is that? I can't. My eyes are bad.
It's giving Donald Duck.
Is that a duck? Is it Donald? Who is that?
Is he ignoring us?
Sorry, my mic's muted. My mom's showing me something.
Yeah, Cleveland did love Kira. Hey, don't be sorry with me.
Cleveland sucks.
Wow, she said
hated Cleveland.
I'm sorry. I guess it was just
the setup of Cleveland is weird.
Yeah, not the best.
It's very
not the worst either. But
here's the problem with Cleveland: the way it's set up. Cleveland, and Anthony Blackwell, forgive me for not introducing you as the new Intercontinental YouTube champion. I apologize. Yeah, there you are. But Cleveland set up in a way like the city is like, okay, so it's basically like an island, sort of. So everything's in the middle. The city's in the middle, and the outskirts are where all like the good stuff is to go to, like Planet Fitness and then McDonald's and Burger King and when
the good stuff.
Yeah, the good stuff. No, but like everything in the middle was hotels, casino. It was all directed towards rich people.
Yeah. But you want to know what's crazy? It was a very event-packed weekend when we were there, and it still felt like a ghost town. Like the city of Cleveland,
it's
like,
a ghost town.
It looked abandoned.
Let me tell you when it looked crowded. At the press conferences, the pre-shows, then you could tell. And then even what's crazy, even Cleveland Brown Stadium was empty on the inside when you looked around, even though it was packed. It was
weird.
It was weird. Listen, she says Cleveland sucks, and I give her 50-50 on that. It's still not as bad as Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh is the pits.
Have I stepped foot in Pittsburgh?
I made sure we didn't. I made sure to drive around.
See,
Pittsburgh.
I had a good time in Pittsburgh when I was there. Yeah, I liked it. I thought it was a fun town.
Good luck to you.
Good food, good like stuff to go look at and do.
Lies, all lies.
Cleveland does have the Rock and Roll and the NFL Hall of Fame in it too.
We were right there and didn't go.
Yeah, we never go to any landmarks or anything.
The problem was this: parking. So, like, we have Giant Stadium, right? Oh, excuse me, MetLife Stadium. You park on the premises. Yankee Stadium, the parking is to the right of the stadium, but it's right there. Same thing with Citi Field. Parking's right there. Same thing with Arthur Ashe Stadium. Cleveland Brown Stadium, you got to find a parking on the outskirts in the city and then shuttle over or take a scooter over or walk.
Oh, wow.
What a mess.
Yeah. Getting back to NXT, guys. I'm sorry you guys watched to hear us talk about NXT.
Quiet. Double stomp on the hands of Trick Williams. Here's the big kick right to the head. Trick Williams is down. Pete Dunne, to me, looks too skinny. I liked him better when he was heavier.
You need to cut it out. Pete Dunne,
okay.
I don't. How is he picking fights with everyone? Because I know he picked a fight with Sheamus, yeah.
Look at this. Look at the backshots on him.
It's upsetting that he's one of the most decorated champions at one point in time, and now he's like a mid-card jobber.
He's an enhancement talent.
I can't even remember the last time I heard him talk.
Pete Dunne's great. Listen,
Tyler Bates still hurt.
Tyler Bates always hurt.
So I guess they have nothing for him.
Unfortunately, yeah. Pete Dunne doesn't need to be in a tag team or a stable. The guy was the longest reigning NXT Europe champion or NXT UK champion forever. And the only guy who beat him for it was Gunther. You know what I mean? Who's now a world champion. And you just say Pete Dunne is not being taken seriously?
Size matters.
Isn't that crazy that they had NXT UK was a completely different thing, and now everything is like together?
Well, it's going to be NXT UK soon. It was. I'm sorry. It was NXT UK. Now it's going to be NXT Europe coming up.
Right.
They're making NXT Europe.
Yes.
Yeah.
Why?
NXT Europe, NXT Japan, NXT Australia,
What?
Australia,
and NXT Mexico, I think.
Right.
I mean, I guess it's smart and lucrative.
They should do NXT Brooklyn. Just people fighting in the hood.
They should not.
I agree.
Okay.
What's up there, Jake? What's up to everybody in the chat? Hero, do roll call, please.
No thanks.
Okay, thanks.
Okay.
The worst ever. Roll call, guys. Thanks for being here on a Tuesday night for Tuesday Night Titans. Oh, sorry. NXT.
Hello, Jasmine.
Yeet.
Hello, Humble. Miss Jen, Dion, Clay, Mir, Team
Evo 919.
Team Evo. Sorry, glasses.
919.
Anthony Blackwell. How are you doing? That looks like a new
What a
name.
guy.
What a
What a
loser.
stud. Guy's
What
a
a
stud.
loser. What a loser.
Ricky Zaldivar.
Ricky Zaldivar.
Angelito.
What's up, Angelito?
How's it going?
Jordan.
Pastor.
Jay. My man Jay. 30 years plus.
Tommy.
The only two-time cancer survivor.
And Jake. How's it going, Pete?
Jake.
How are we doing on a nice Tuesday night?
Tuesday night. Tantalizing Tuesday. Let's go.
Tuesday. Special teams.
What?
You don't know that?
Never heard of it in my life.
Blackwell, do you know that?
Yeah.
He doesn't even like you.
Wow.
Oh, look at this joint manipulation by Pete Dunne. Oh, his fingers are broken.
We haven't had sound on this whole time.
Thank goodness. Means I don't have to listen to Booker T talk.
Is he even on commentary?
I think he is. What's up,
Yeah.
sir, Captain
I
KS?
tune out NXT commentary. I can't stand him on commentary.
What is this? Oh, Flatliner.
Is it Orifa? You done with the whole thing?
Say his
done
name
one.
and he appears.
Period.
Pete Dunne just beat Trick Williams clean.
As he
Yo, wait a minute. Come on. Oh,
Former President Trump's in the chat right
say his name and he appears.
Only if it's in his safe space. Only if it's in his safe space. He won't debate Kamala. No, I'm talking. Unless it's on Fox News.
And
Sorry.
he literally didn't get shot. The air thing was fake. I don't believe in Donald. I don't believe in Donald. But Kamala is
Dude,
also bad.
from a
So
wrestling
let me tell-
standpoint, Donald Trump booked like his biggest heel villain to be his vice president. Like,
Tantalizing Tony has only been looking at this political race as a wrestling storyline.
Bro, Kamala versus Donald Trump is WrestleMania-esque.
it
Look,
is. It really is.
For Donald is okay. So let me break it down for you how it goes. Right, you got Joe Biden, right, the elder statesman, right. You know, he's like superstar Billy Graham. He's like got the, you know, he's got the walker and everything, and he can't compete. Now you got Hulk Hogan stepping in for superstar Billy Graham. That's Kamala Harris.
You
And then
can't
got
say Kamala's Hulk Hogan. Terrible analogy.
Why is that? Because he doesn't like black people.
Yeah, 100%. And he endorses Trump. It's a terrible.
Oh, I'm sorry. Anyway, no, bottom line is this. This whole political season is like some WrestleMania. It's like the storyline's incredible.
A lot of twists and turns.
A lot of twists and turns. And now she picked the running mate, and she didn't pick Josh Shapiro, I think because he's Jewish, and they didn't want to put a black and a Jew on the same card because people
They got
are
a
taking
guy
it.
from Minnesota. Minnesota is a very big wrestling state.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to introduce to you the former president, 45 of the United States of America, Donald J. Trump. DJT, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. Let me ask you. You know what? Hold on. You know what? This is the first time we've had a celebrity like this to this stature.
This is a presidential interview.
Yeah. So listen. You know what? Anthony, you're the interview. Would you like to take the first question?
Oh, I thought you were going to want me to read it.
No, you take the first question. Take the first question.
I'm a Hulkamaniac. It's true. Not fake news.
You have a question for Donald Trump there, Anthony?
Why? Why?
Why? Good question.
Yeah, it's terrible.
Here's my question to Donald Trump. Donald,
Donald. That's such a weird name.
Give
Anyone
me
named Donald?
you're in the WWE Hall of Fame. Do you think the stunner you took is worse than the one that Lyndon McMahon took? Because you go down in history as one of the best, as the worst stunner takers ever. Do you agree or disagree?
Vince's last stunner was bad.
Oh yeah.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
That's really bad.
That's true. That is true. Vince said WrestleMania was bad. Lyndon McMahon's is terrible, and Donald Trump's is. I think those are the top three of worst of all time. Top three worst stunners of all time.
Speaking of wildness in the wrestling landscape, do you see who took a meeting with Tony Khan?
Shane McMahon.
Wild.
Let me tell you about that. So I was invited to that. I turned him down. I don't want any parts of that company.
Yeah, it's wild.
It's crazy. What can you do? No, but that's crazy. But people making a big deal about it, it's not that big of a deal. I'll tell you why.
What?
No, it's not.
You're joking, right?
No,
it's not a big deal that Shane McMahon has been pushed out of the WWE. The McMahons are pushed out of the WWE, and he takes a meeting with Tony Khan.
They both were. Do you know where the meeting was?
No.
It was in a Texas airport boardroom. They happened to be traveling at the same time in Texas airport. Mercedes Moné saw Shane and said, "You want to meet Tony Khan?" And they talked in there. It was 10 minutes. It wasn't nothing major, trust me. It was nothing major. I'm telling you. Because if you look at the picture, you could tell it oh my God, don't take the pic. Sasha Banks took that picture and posted it. Trust me. I don't trust Sasha as far as I can throw her.
Yeah.
I can throw her pretty far.
Can you though?
I don't know. She weighs $110. Listen, I don't hate Sasha Banks. I don't hate Mercedes Moné.
I don't hate her either. I'm not a fan of. I'm not a fan of her wrestling, her style. But I also I question some of her
tactics
moves she's made in her career. But if obviously it's I don't know the full story. I don't know why or how or whatever those may be. But there's a lot of unanswered questions about her, for me.
Not to mention now that if Britt's suspended, does that hurt her at all?
I mean, the Brit storyline is the money storyline, but it kind of, I don't know. It would really annoy me if Britt Baker came back and lost in London. Like, I think she should win. I think she's more of a appeal than Sasha, but that's just me.
We'll see. We will see. Anyway, Trick Williams. Trick Williams losing to Pete Dunne clean. You think that's good booking?
I do.
Maybe
Pete
they
Dunne's
call
good.
him up.
Pete Dunne's great, but Trick Williams is just champion, and then
he's not
did
anymore.
Pete Dunne hold a title for? I mean, did Trick Williams hold a title for over a year?
That's true. He did not.
Pete Dunne
the
did.
booking of Pete Dunne has been terrible up until now. So now you use him as a.
So Taker comes back after 13 years to Stone Cold Stunner a guy or to chokeslam a guy he hasn't fought in 15 years, and that's continuity. But Pete Dunne being a year and a half champion doesn't hold true later on when he wrestles somebody.
I didn't say it did. I'm just saying why use Trick Williams as the guy to enhance him.
Because they're burying Trick Williams. They used him hot for a week and then they got rid of him.
But this is the problem with people where people of color have a problem with the
Totally
booking
agree.
of black people. Because listen, and I'm not saying this, I'm just saying what the problem with people is. I hear a lot of people complaining they don't push black people enough. Now I disagree with that because look, Trick Williams was champion. Not to mention Carmelo Hayes was champion there too, and he did a good job. They push Bianca, they push Jade. I don't think they have a problem with people of color. I think that the people of color that should be being booked aren't being booked. But
here's a question.
Yeah.
Do you think they booked Bianca Belair the same way as a champion they booked a Becky Lynch?
No, I don't.
Do you think she got as much marketing as Becky Lynch?
I don't.
I don't either.
Bianca?
Yeah, I don't think. But you know what? No, it's tough to say because you have to realize Bianca is connected to Seth, so she gets that rub too.
Becky.
I'm sorry, Becky's is. Thank you. Becky's connected to Seth.
I was like, how's Bianca connected?
Sorry, Becky's connected to Seth, so she gets that rub too. So I don't know, man. It's hard to say because we don't know what goes on behind the scenes where when it comes to people being like who's marketed better in aspects of look, Bianca had her own reality show. That's a lot of money.
So here's where I think they mess. I almost cursed. They mess up with.
You did.
I didn't say the full thing. I said and I caught myself. But here's where I think they mess up in a whole, and I think this is my opinion. And I hope this doesn't come off wrong. But here's where I think with people of color that gets ruined with marketing is I think there's a marketing strategy to market to everyone. And then I think when people of color get marketed in most spaces, they get targeted to people of color to get more people of color to watch. And they don't market them to a wider audience like they would a white superstar. So like, for example, they'll do a video of Bianca Belair going to like an inner city school and then use that on TV to say, oh, here's WWE going to inner city schools. But then Becky Lynch gets a talk show on Pat McAfee, which everyone's going to see, but they target people of color to more people of color things and not on a wider spectrum that they would use other people on.
I think Humble would agree with you as well as my daughter Jasmine. What do you think, Kira? On the spot.
I'm sorry. I don't like talking about this really because I don't think too much deep into it. I think everyone that they put out there is good, and if they're not good, it's because they're popular. I don't really look at that stuff. Maybe I should pay more attention to that, but
Kira tries to stay down. She tries to stay neutral and not say anything controversial.
I'm media trained for when I get famous.
Well, I'm not. That's why. Maybe that's why they don't want me.
Is this the creepy girl that used to follow around?
Yes. What's her name?
Tatum Paxley. Who'd she follow?
She followed around friggin' Lyra Valkyria. Yeah.
I love the NXT North American Championship, but it does not translate for the women's title. It looks corny.
Not. It does look.
I like it.
It the white strap's wrong.
It looks like it's a Cleveland belt.
Yeah, it should have been a black strap, I think.
I think the red looks too orange.
Really? It's giving burgundy.
Yeah, maybe. I don't get burgundy. I get more of like an orangey, like a red orange.
Let me ask you this question about all these gymnasts in WWE now, doing all these flips and everything.
As Kelani, Jordan, and Tatum Paxley fight in the middle of the ring for the NXT Women's American Championship.
You've got a lot of actual gymnasts, right? And I don't have a problem with that because, of course, they're agile, they're athletic. But do you think there's not in aspects of the wrestling moves, but other than the wrestling moves, do you think that there's too many flips in the ring? Look, here we go. See? She's like, what's the point? Like, what's the point of this? Who's the better gymnast?
Interesting to watch.
Look,
interesting take from a guy who's a Ricky the Dragon Steamboat fan.
But Ricky Dragon
he was
Steamboat
ahead of his time with athleticism.
But his moves made sense. He didn't just do a backflip to do a backflip, and he wasn't like right now. Like, let me show you. Watch this match. You see what I mean? See what I mean? The front flip into this move right here, right? A front flip into this, right?
Oh, where she took her back with the backflip?
Yeah.
That actually is done in wrestling. It's just hard to pull off.
Yeah, but everything's flip. Watch.
I either think it's because of momentum, because it makes the match more interesting to watch. So you're not just watching people freaking roll around the mat all day. And they add their own flair to the already existing moves that have been used in almost every match since.
So here's a good point too. If you're 110 pounds, you need momentum to hit more force, right? Like it's physics.
True.
I think if someone's that small adds like a back handspring into an elbow, I think it causes them to have more force into their blow because they're doing something more athletic. Where if somebody looks like they're bigger and they stumble over that back handspring, it looks like it stunts your momentum and it doesn't like it does as much damage.
Okay, and I agree with you that 100% on that. But what I'm saying is, like, what was the match?
Oh.
What was the match of Heat Wave? Was it Sol Ruka versus her? Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
Right. It was Sol Ruka versus
Kelani
Jordan. And they just kept doing flip.
Jesus.
Flip. You see that?
She landed real high up on her, too.
Yeah.
Her head snapped back. I'm surprised the ref's not out here checking on her.
Tatum's under the ring right now.
I just think there's too many. Because they're gymnasts.
Oh, she turned into a doll.
They show off their gymnastic prowess. You know what I mean? Like, oh, let's do this flip now. Let's do this back handspring. Let's do this. I don't got a problem with that. It's just that it's too much.
I like it.
I mean, I know it's Olympic times. Are they going for the gold medal in the ring? Is that what they're doing?
I'll tell you what, though, this girl that like I said, I haven't watched a lot of NXT, but I think this girl has a very big marketability.
Which one?
Tatum Paxley or Kelani Jordan?
the girl in the blue.
Kelani Jordan.
Kelani Jordan.
She just looks wholesome. Like she's like a giant baby face.
I think she's too cookie cutter though.
No, she's.
You think so?
I think she's with Carmelo Hayes actually.
I think more female wrestlers need to be a little more cookie cutter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. And I think they try to be too different.
I think they're very cookie. I think she's very cookie cutter. I don't know. Did you have a chance to check our show at all last night? I know you probably were busy. No. Yeah, we did a title giveaway. Ruda was here as well as Vigilante. He's on Instagram.
Nice.
He's got a good following. Talked about a lot of things, man. He's a good dude.
I won't be able to see Rude until next month. I was supposed to go to PPW this weekend, but we got invited to go do some stuff.
There you go. Hey, listen. So let me tell you what the context. Let's talk about me a little bit. Let's talk about the context I made this weekend. Let me tell you, it was so great. Do you hear about Pete Rosenberg's coming on my show?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Look at
Pete Rosenberg. Yeah. We met Pete Rosenberg at the arena. He was in a golf cart driving away, and I had a microphone. I said, Pete, let me tell you. He goes, sorry, bro. I said, yo, get on my show. He goes, let's do it. I gave him a card, took it, put it in his pocket. About 15, 20 minutes later, we see him on the other side of the arena, and he's by himself getting his stuff together. I said, Pete, he came right over to me. I said, bro, listen, I love you have my show. He goes, let's do it, man. He goes, I want a vacation, but email me the times. Emailed him. He emailed me right back. He goes, I'm going on vacay. As soon as I'm back, I'll hit you up. Let's do it.
That's awesome.
Pete Rosenberg. Not to mention, I met the Vlog Warriors. You know those guys are?
Mm-hmm.
What a vlog. They do a lot of content at WWE and record the videos and then talk to the guys backstage.
Mm-hmm.
They're at like 600,000 subscribers, something like that.
Wow.
So they actually knew me. I took a picture with them. It's on my Facebook. And they're going to be helping me out. There's one thing that happened with us that I cannot mention. I'll tell you off camera. I can't say it on camera yet. But something big for us coming up. What else did we do, Kira?
Fanatics.
Who?
Fanatics.
What else?
That's also.
Seems like there was something else too. I don't know.
What was your favorite match of pay-per-view?
Zilla Fatu, maybe.
Oh, Zilla Fatu's coming on the show too. Yeah, Zilla. We hooked up with him. What's my favorite part of SummerSlam?
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, we all knew Rome was coming back, but to see Dominic turn on Rhea was the highlight for me.
That was a setup and spike moment right there. So wait, every title change except Liv and Cody, right?
Liv and Cody, yes.
Interesting.
Yeah, it was tough. It was weird.
It's weird to me that Roman came back before you put the Usos back together.
I think because it's so predictable that we predict things, that maybe they're switching it up on us to try to throw us off a bit. Yeah. I think the Usos should have go back together first, but maybe maybe Roman's gonna bring them back together. Maybe he's gonna apologize. But look, I was messed up. I was da-da-da. Maybe they do it that way.
I've been watching the way Solo has been conducting himself, and I realized I was in that same vein. No, I don't think he comes back full baby. I still think he has an edge to him.
Obviously, he's Roman friggin' Reigns.
I just got a message from Jen and said Ricky Steamboat's on Dynamite tomorrow.
Oh yeah, I think he is.
So I'll be doing a Dynamite stream because it's
by yourself, buddy.
I'll do it with you.
There it is.
There you go.
Maybe I'll let you know.
Oh,
hate everybody. Is this Wendy Chu?
Mm-hmm.
I love Wendy Chu. I think she's really good.
So what's the new thing with her? She just drags the pillow around.
She's evil.
I don't like this though, because the pajamas and sleepy time thing was fun at first, but then she left. And when they made her return, when they did when they showed the makeup in the mirror, it made it seem like she was coming back like more
So,
serious. And
do you know
just
she
came
was?
back-
Do you know she was an evil character before?
No.
Do you remember when Xia Li had that spirit ghost entity thing stalking her?
Absolutely
Like
not.
it would
Was
be
this
like a
in
thing
NXT?
sitting. It was like a woman sitting on like a throne. When she was on the main roster, she would have these like guys come down and like try to get her, but then she had like this like creepy looking.
Oh
ancient-
yes.
That was Wendy Chu.
Was she in pajamas?
No,
That's the problem. I think the pajamas and the pillow is the problem. What is she, a sleep paralysis demon? Is that what she's going for?
now she is. Yeah, but I like the pillow gimmick. I think it's creative. I think it's if done properly, could be their version of Orange Cassidy because she's athletic enough and creative enough to make it original every time.
450. Wow.
Oh, that was close.
They're like a 3.
Who do you think is winning this match, actually?
Kelani Jordan's gonna win.
I don't know. Anything can happen.
That was
This
a
girl's
clean
crazy.
450.
That was very clean.
NXT.
Look at this one. What is this? Kelani's selling their leg, by the way.
Do you still have the theory like we had before of Lance moving up?
Yes.
I do too.
Where did we get to Lance?
Talking about the bloodline coming back because it just can't be Roman and the Usos because it's not enough.
Yeah.
Honestly, you know who I would put back in the bloodline?
Sammy.
100% Sammy.
It's gonna.
Sammy and Jay have already started working together again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's why.
If you're gonna not bring in a full like an actual bloodline member, if someone gets passed up like Hikaleo or if Zilla doesn't come right away, I think if you want to push it, I think you bring Sammy back in as like the last guy to like bring things back together.
Before that,
What a front splash. 1, 2. Kelani Jordan retains.
Boo. Not boo. I love her, but switch it up. I think before that, I think that's a good idea. I think before that, though, we need to get Damian and Mommy and Jay and Sammy against Liv, Dom, Finn, and JD.
You know, Kira makes a good point because you have Rhea and Damian going against
Liv and Dom.
Liv and Dom, but you still got 3 other Judgment Day members now that need to be neutralized. How do you do that?
You know how I
Carlito
would
is
book
not.
it?
Go on.
I would let the Rhea and Dom thing go away for a little bit. I would do long-term storytelling with this. I'd have them. All right, you got me. Rhea's gonna go and focus on her own thing. She's gonna go back, maybe the championship or whatever it may be. But Liv, she's not even gonna bother with the Dom thing. Dom works his way back up. Dom's working hard. Dom somehow snags a secondary title, U.S. IC. Guess who beats him for it?
Rhea Ripley.
Rhea Ripley, I think, is going to be the next woman who wins a men's title. I think
That'll
if
be
they're going to pull
sick.
I think if they pull the trigger on it, it's been talked about so much with Rhea in so many interviews and so many platforms. I think that's the next move for Rhea. I think Rhea is going to be the first person in a long time who's going to be a female that holds a secondary men's title.
I love that.
I think they should. Listen, China did it, and it was China. Jose Cabrera, I love you a lot, but do you watch the show at all? Yeah, we attended SummerSlam, bro. Yeah,
Actually, they've never been to a WWE live event.
never gonna make it.
Who's this lady? Ren something. But she's got some energy.
I did hear a lot of people say they didn't like SummerSlam though.
They're wrong. Whole card was solid.
I mean, the matches were good. They weren't great.
See, Henry thinks All In's gonna blow SummerSlam away.
Oh, I think so as
Please.
well. I think All In's going to be a way better show.
Well, All In's their WrestleMania. Correct? Isn't
Maybe.
All In their WrestleMania? What is All In's their
Kinda.
WrestleMania?
All In's high up there. So is like Double or like not double, is it Double or Nothing? I don't know. I don't really follow them like that.
I think Double or Nothing is like their SummerSlam
All In is their WrestleMania, so it should do
because
better.
they get Wembley.
Yeah,
Wembley's
I think a lot of it's also style of wrestling, but I think most of the pay-per-views, I think AEW outshines when it comes to actual match content. Sorry. Most WWE matches are just a prolonged version of a Monday Night Raw match. Except they let them finish clean on a pay-per-view. If you get really big popular stars on Monday Night Raw, it has to end in a screwy finish for 6.5 months, and then you get to the pay-per-view and you finally see the payoff.
Makes sense. Nathan, Frazer, and Axiom backstage.
I like this. SummerSlam like diversity. They did. I mean, Nia Jax, give her at least something. But oh, here comes Meadow 3.
Ethan, okay, what time is it? What is happening right now?
Ethan Page. I don't know. Ethan Page versus Oro Mensah next.
So what's the main event?
Joe Henry's got to be in it.
This guy versus Joe Henry. Oh no, this guy versus Ethan Page.
Ethan Page versus Oro, yeah. Oro Mensah.
So they didn't put the world champion in the main event.
Mm-hmm. Weird.
It's giving AEW.
Because Joe Henry's more popular because he has a catchy song.
That I cannot get behind. Love the song, but
you got to do everything you can. Listen, his song took off.
Then why not put him first then?
God bless him. Did you see what happened on Raw last night with Seth Rollins and Bronson Reed? Did you see that?
I heard about it. I heard it was a good segment.
Why didn't you watch it?
Incredible.
I love Bronson.
6 splashes, 6
tsunamis.
Six tsunamis from the top rope on to Seth Rollins. Talk about child abuse.
That Lexus King shirt's really cool.
Deceased.
Shout everybody on Instagram. Soy Angelito, the kid, Julio, James,
Julio down by the schoolyard,
P. Nelson, Bones, and the Harlem Kid. The Harlem Kid, baby. So 6 tsunamis from Bronson Reed. Seth Rollins should not show up next week. If he does, BS.
He'll show up in a full body cast. That'll be sick. When's the last time someone did that?
I'm hoping they find a way to take Seth Rollins out these freaky clothes.
What is your problem? You really want him to look like every other guy.
Bring back the architect. No, it's not going to be a little flashy, but it's getting to the point. Is like, what's the point of dressing that way? Like, what's his gimmick? What's Seth Rollins' gimmick? Hey, I can dress flashy. What's the meaning?
High fashion.
He's different.
Oh,
how do you want him to wrestle? You want him to wear jeans and a t-shirt like everybody else?
Why not? Maybe
he doesn't
like
want to
Dean
be
Ambrose.
everybody else. He's
Dean
flashing.
Ambrose. Wow. Okay.
He's flashing. I like his outfits. Actually, just either they're coming out with an elite figure of him wearing his Elton John outfit, the devil horn ones.
Mm.
You know how Elton John had the devil costume in the movie? Mm-hmm. Seth Rollins did a spoof of it. That's
the fire?
Be his,
the orange one?
Yeah,
orange
one?
Mm-hmm.
Mm. Humble's not wrong about this.
Is about to be the face of NXT. Yeah, him and Jordan.
Get it while you can.
Sure.
I think there's a shelf life to it.
So do I.
I was watching an interview with him, and he was like, "This is the first." I don't think he's like signed with. I think he's still under contract with TNA, but he's not really like signed to WWE. And he was like, he's like making history right now. And who'd have thunk it? The guy that just came up with a catchy song is revolutionizing the wrestling business. WWE, like they were like strict. I mean, Vince maybe. I really don't
Here's
know.
my question: how come you haven't come up with a catchy song for me?
You have 4 syllables in your name, not half your name. 6 syllables. Tantalizing Tony. You know how hard it is to
have a 6 syllable song,
rhythmically make it sound. The cadence is so off because you can't say tantalizing, like you can't break it in a different. It's how you make up a song or a jingle.
I'm not the creative one here. You are.
I'm not the creative one either. I just copy everyone else.
Oh, well, copy somebody and get me a song.
Well, I'll get copywritten.
Oh,
So can't do that.
okay.
Copyrighted. Is
You're
it copyrighted? Yeah.
Copywritten, copyrighted, copywrote. You're the problem with this channel.
Can I leave?
No, you cannot. But you know you can't even get me some food.
No.
I'm very starving here.
God, I really don't want to.
I want to call the show from now having dinner with Tantalizing. Everybody eats together.
Everybody leaves at the same time.
Wow. You know, your attitude.
I haven't had an attitude.
I-
I've been quite robotic, I think, actually.
I've been very sick today. Michael was sick last night. Michael woke up very sick last night, guys. Threw up twice.
He was not very sick.
Very sick.
He just threw up.
I think he has a virus. I have a virus
COVID.
too. It's called Kira.
People are mad about this.
What's that?
The DLC that you have to pay for in the game.
Yeah.
It did not come in the season pass, and you have to buy the Pat McAfee show.
Who cares?
I don't even understand these card stuff. I just picked the match and wrestle.
See that? Thank you, Humble. Humble.
Pete Dunne backstage.
Me and Humble just have dinner in person. Humble, next time I'm in your town, I'll take you to dinner. Okay?
Who's this? Oh dear, Trick Williams just punched this man in the face.
But Trick Williams lost clean. So what's his gripe? He got beat. He lost clean.
Watch the hair, buddy. Oh my god. They're fighting. Pete Dunne and Trick Williams. Wow.
I have a problem when somebody loses a match clean and then wants to beat somebody up because they lost clean.
I think because he's talking trash.
Humble, listen, Humble. When I fly to where you are, when they get together, have a nice dinner.
Stream together. Send a link. Get up in here, Humble.
Are you ready, Humble? I've been trying to get you on the show for 5 months now. Are you ready? Hey,
RSG saying that when you're in person, you can stream.
Oh, you know what? I have a question for you, Humble. Are you ready? I said, are you ready? I really want to meet Humble in person. Let me tell you why. She's ready. Humble has some connection. She's somebody of the business world. She won't tell me, because we text on Instagram every now and then. Not lately because I've been busy, but she's very knowledgeable. She'll tell me something and it happens. She is very knowledgeable about this business. I think she works for the CIA or FBI or.
I mean, listen, I don't think
United
WWE
Nations.
is very good at not projecting what they're doing 90% of the time.
No, but she's got her finger on the pulse of other things as well, not just WWE.
There's some people who barely know what's going on, but they're subscribed. Now, I'm not saying Humble is one of these, but I'm saying there's a lot of really bad wrestling fans who can't rub two nickels together, but they subscribe to Sean Ross Sapp and they think they all the inside information.
She said, "I don't have any connections. I have vibe." That guy Tony's a smooth operator.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm not trying to come on to Humble in that kind of way. But I am smooth when it comes to my words. I have the best words. Do it. Do the Donald Trump.
I have all the best words,
There it is.
and
Stable genius.
I'm a genius. I'm
Stable-
so smart. I
so
know all
smart.
the words.
Stable genius. I cannot do a Donald Trump imitation. I can do wrestlers. I can't do Donald Trump.
I poop
Can
my
do
pants
Bernie-
sometimes.
Oh, my man. I can do Bernie Mac and stuff like that, and I can do maybe Tracy Morgan, but I cannot do Donald Trump.
That's racist. You can only do black
I'm
person.
real. Let me tell you something about this kid. Hold on. Let me see what I can do. Let me see if I can do my quick. Thank you, Kira. If I can do my quick Bernie Mac. Let me tell you something about this kid. These kids, he wants some milk and cookies. He wants some milk and cookies.
It's close. It's close.
You want some milk and cookies?
Bernie Mac, he's got a little bit of raspy when he talk.
He do a little bit. I didn't want to talk to you loud. He do get a
I
little
ain't
bit.
scared of you, mother.
And then you got Tracy Morgan. Let me see. Let me. I used to do Tracy Morgan real good, but I forgot how to do it.
I can't do Tracy.
Oh man. Well, that's why I'm looking Tracy Morgan. I love your feet. Look at your feet. Oh my god. Look at
I just like he goes, someone's getting pregnant.
someone, when I come to your house, someone's gonna get pregnant when I see them. Okay.
My
Let me tell you
favorite Tracy Morgan thing of all time was on Crank Yankers, the show Crank Yankers with the puppets where they would prank call people. And Tracy Morgan calls a golf club, like a golf class or like a private golf place. And he's like, yes, I would like to. Oh no! First he calls us Tracy. He's like, yo, me and my homies want to come down and have tea time. Can we get some tea? No, sorry, sir. It's a private club, and you can't get in unless you know something. Oh, I know you. Let's do it. Let me get in. Let me get tea time, right? And he's just like, nah, I'm sorry, sir. We just don't let people in. Hangs up on him. He calls back. He's like, hi, yes, my name is Richard. I'd like to get tea time. Oh, it's members only. Yeah, Richard, just come in, hang out with me. You talk to me. I'll get you membership right away. And he's like, oh, that sounds lovely. That's messed up, man. And he's like, oh, the guy hangs up like, but yeah.
Yo, he's great. He's great. He has good takes on everything. Not to mention, when he just talks about people. When I come over, let me tell you how it's gonna go. I like to drink the hot dog water. The hot dog water's the best part of hot dog. Let me tell you something. I'm Tracy Morgan. Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, Bernie is probably one of my favorites of all time. He was the best.
Let me tell you something. I ain't gonna lie to you, America. I ain't gonna lie. My sister, she a crackhead.
You got 3 minutes. That's a heavyweight bout, and many people been knocked out in the first.
You better get stuff up before I do.
I'm tired. My body weary. Find you, young man. I swear to God, I'll watch. I love Bernie. God, I love. He's like,
I'm a little tired. He's gonna tell me, taste this, go left, go right. Shut that up. Was it not? You better get yours before I get mine.
Yeah, you better get yours. I always say that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But my favorite movie with him in it, and he's not even like the main person, but he's a secondary character. He's so
Friday?
Funny. No, he's good in Friday, but I love the movie Life. With where they're in a like
jail
prison.
Eddie Murphy and Martin Lawrence. Yeah,
I'm that baby, Pappy.
Yeah, he's good.
That's such a good movie.
Bernie Mac way before his time, man. Like he would have been. Oh God.
You like baseball? We on deck. We gonna soon be up in the hoppa. Such a good movie. Players Club, another underrated movie too.
Yes. Lisa Ray.
Bernie Mac's in that one as well.
I love Lisa Ray as an actress. Not as an actress. She's pretty.
Harlem Nights, right? That's an underrated one with Eddie Murphy.
Very underrated. A lot of cursing, but underrated.
It's Eddie Murphy.
True story.
That's why I curse so much. That's all I listened to growing up. Was Richard Pryor,
I grew up on Delirious, Richard Pryor, and all.
I must have watched Raw 100 times.
What's going on with you lately, bro? We haven't spoken in a while.
Just working, man. Trying to grind. I have so many ideas. I just got to have time and the equipment to do it. I think. Hold on a second.
I believe in Joe Hendry.
Yeah. So now that I have these cameras coming, I have so much. I can start doing a lot more stuff. But a lot of my stuff I'm going to be doing is I'm going to pre-record a bunch of stuff, and then just kind of and not so much go live throughout the week, and just put stuff out and like edit it, because there's a look I want for my content, and I'm one camera away from getting the full look, and I'm super excited about it.
There it is. Hey, by the way, we were talking to Vigilante last night in the show. And he complimented how great our production is. He goes, man, you guys sound crisp. I said, thank you, Anthony Blackwell Jr. for that one, because if it wasn't for him, we wouldn't have none of this stuff.
Yeah, I get my biggest compliment I always get is you look and sound insanely professional, but you have no viewers or subscribers. I go, I don't know, man. I don't know how to change that.
Nobody likes you. Like Tracy Morgan.
It does. Honestly, I get in these weird like mental states where it's like, we're just not good. I'm not personable, or I'm not entertaining, or I'm just not something that people want to consume, and that's fine. I just maybe have to come to realization with that, because I watch channels where they're not good, and they're looking like they're recording on a potato, and their microphone sounds like a speak and spell, and they have 80,000 subscribers. I'm like, what am I doing wrong?
That's how I feel.
But I don't talk wrestling in a kayfabe manner as much as a lot of people do. You know what I mean? I talk more. I think you guys are better at it than I am. I have a hard time. It's like almost like when you see how the magic trick's done, you talk about it differently, if that makes sense.
But I understand how it's going, but I enjoy playing a part of the WWE universe. Like, obviously I don't believe all of it's true, but it's fun to,
What?
I said true. I didn't say the F word. But it's fun to like be a part of this world and play along.
I
love it too
could
until
be
people
part of this
take it too
world.
serious and they say stupid stuff.
Yeah, like Rhea.
No, like
Some
when
people say
people's
that
takes or
reasonable.
fantasy booking affects real life stuff, and it's just like, stop that! Don't do that.
We have fun, Julie. And for people I didn't get to meet up with, guys, it was so crazy and busy there.
Are you definitely in for Halloween Havoc? Are you coming out this way?
Oh, isn't that in Hershey?
Yeah, Hershey. Yeah,
Yeah.
we're coming for Hershey.
Yeah.
We're coming to Hershey. Yeah.
Halloween Havoc's one of those shows I always wanted to be a part. Like, I'll go to, and then when they brought it back and it kind of stayed in the thing, it was like fun. But now that it's a touring show, I'm pumped. You know, I also found out my friend Jamie is like taking Instagram photos and hanging out with Gigi Dolan and Shotzi Blackheart all the time. Like they're buddies. I'm like, Jamie, I love Shotzi. I want to talk horror movies with Shotzi all day long.
I like Shotzi as well. Old Dog has a question. Kira.
Yes. Do we believe in Joe Hendry?
Say his name and he'll appear. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Oh my gosh, your stupid Orange Cassidy thumb. Let's not do that. Thank you.
I like
I'm
my
just
gimmicks to be good in the ring.
I'm just trying to live.
He is good.
Who's good?
Orange is really
Joe.
good in the ring. Orange is one of the best in the world right now in the ring.
Okay, but annoying.
He doesn't even talk. How is he annoying?
I think Orange
Exactly.
I think Orange Cassidy is very talented. He just doesn't do it for me. I don't know what it is. I can't explain it.
Maybe it's because he's ugly.
I think because it's personal. He didn't treat us too well when we met him. Remember that?
I mean, he was under contract.
So what?
So if he can't do things, he can't do
No, but
things.
the way he came off. So we met him at H2O. That's what it was, right?
I think so.
He was wrestling in the freaking warehouse. He was outside. And I didn't ask for an interview. I said, hey, Orange, can we talk to you? He says, under no circumstances. Remember I said it?
I really don't.
I do. He was very rude about it. He was. Under no circumstances. I was like, oh, excuse me, tough guy.
I've met him 4-5 times now.
I just don't. My thing is this. I don't like people who act tough that aren't really tough. You know what I mean?
I've never, ever seen him act tough.
He did that day.
I know, like 9 times out of 10, when you meet him, he's gonna be his character. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I get that's fine. Like, okay, perfect example. I know people that have only had good interaction with Sasha Banks. They speak the world of her.
Yeah,
she's the best. So I mean, one person's experience with somebody is totally different. I'm telling you, that day, he was an a-hole to me.
Yeah, I mean, I'm in the same way with not to rehash the whole conversation, but I'm a huge Dark Order fan. I mean, at one point in time, I was the only one who probably liked that team. And I got to meet Hungy and Alex Reynolds, and I thought they were jerks. I thought they were awful. We met them at the same day, and I thought they were. I came back to the table. I was like, I'm so disappointed. Like, they were awful. They were terrible. They ruined my whole experience. You know who I became a bigger fan of that day? Because the way they conducted themselves? The Acclaimed.
Really?
Yep. The Acclaimed, they treated everyone so nice.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I don't get that from them.
Like, met them that day.
I feel like it. No, I know, but I feel like it's like forced.
Really?
Yeah, I don't think they're genuine. I mean, I don't know about Max Caster,
I think Anthony Bowens is
Bowens.
more. I think Anthony Bowens is a little more personable than Max is.
Yeah.
Agreed.
Even though Max has retweeted me now 4 times, so I like that.
Yeah, I don't know. Something about them. Something we don't know about those boys.
I don't know. I don't know. The business is just, we're not even talking about what's going on right now with
Sorry, guys. Oro almost.
Oh my God, he put him through a picnic table. Could you imagine? Jesus, cameraman.
my God, he's going through the picnic table.
Oh, he's trying again. Oh, table kind of broke. The legs broke.
It collapsed, basically.
Don't you guys know you have to score the middle of the table?
He didn't tuck his chin right away.
For the table spot?
Yeah. You see his head snap?
I really didn't see it. What's up, Mike, my bro? SummerSlam was great. We had a great time. We're going to need a broom.
Good DDT.
Ethan Page is good, man. But can you imagine now he's the champion in NXT, but they didn't know what to do with him in AEW? So weird.
Big fish, small pond, or small fish, big pond in AEW. He's good, but when you have that roster, he's gonna fall behind. He shines in NXT because he's the most probably experienced guy in the locker room. He's the equivalent of someone on the main roster moving down to NXT to help them out. Except they were able to introduce him to the WWE Universe via NXT because he was a new signee.
Do you see him coming to the main roster?
Yeah.
Who are you talking about?
Ethan Page.
On the main roster?
Yeah.
When?
Not now, but
Ethan Page is him and Miz, I think, would have a really good program together.
Oh, his foot was under the rope. If your foot's under the rope, you can't get pinned.
Yeah, you're broken out of the plane.
Wow, never knew that.
Yep. It's either out of the rope or on the rope.
Oros, is he gonna fly?
Springboard, what's he doing here?
Oh, man. He slipped.
Wow, that was good.
Poor guy.
Oh, I'm a little behind you. I seen it just slip.
Sorry.
Was that on purpose?
So, Mike P, do you watch NXT? Do you watch AEW week to week to week, every single week? You don't miss?
Ethan Page is still your champion. Too many people on the roster and no storylines.
Still champion.
I mean, I'd probably be with Blackwell if I actually watch the product week by week.
I truly feel if you watch NXT on a week-to-week basis, you do not have a problem following their storylines. I think people who don't watch it week to week and then try to jump in and jump out, they don't understand the storylines because they're not paying attention to the product.
Mm-hmm.
That is the truth.
Now,
because there's one thing, and we kind of talked about this before. WWE will recap you to death, week to week to week. They'll recap you what happened last week and the week before, and they hold your hand heavily on storylines. AEW does not. They rather take the 40 minutes of recap and put it into another match.
I like the recap.
It just gets too much for me.
I have a very short attention span. I feel like a lot of or not attention span, memory.
I do too, but I don't need to see Sister Abigail give a tape to Michael Cole 14 times in one show.
Okay, they did replay Roman quite a bit on Monday, but
they get that one story beat that they want to beat into your head that one show, and they're like, in case you missed it, exactly 48 minutes, 12 seconds ago, this is what happened. And Sister Abigail going. And then an hour goes by, like, we're back from commercial. Don't know if you remember the last time we showed you, but this is what Sister Abigail here did tonight. Check it out. You're like, what are we doing? And then you come back like, welcome to the third hour Raw. You know, we're here for 3 hours. Did you see what Sister Abigail did tonight? I guess
maybe I forgot.
Too much.
Are they still the Rascals, or are they going by
We
MSK
don't know
for sure
yet.
now?
MSK. Rascals was a. I mean, technically, they probably could use the Rascals now because that was a TNA name.
We get buffering. What just happened here?
NXT is in a weird spot where it wants to do WWE-ish things, but it also tries to stay hip and current with like how the indies are run, but then also has like an 80s vibe where like there's garbage men and construction workers. You know what I mean? Like NXT is like in a really weird spot, but I don't dislike it because I think it is so much different than everything else.
I think
I think it's starting to find itself.
Oh, MSK all night and all day. Okay.
So they gave this guy another chance. MSK's back. New tag team champion.
Tag team match is the main
Somebody's
event?
turning.
The tag team match is the main event. Really?
That means somebody's turning.
So not even Joe Hendry is the main event, not the world title, a tag team match. Okay.
More believable in WWE. AEW has more upsets though. So for me, I there's nothing more that frustrates me is when I turn on a Monday Night Raw or a SmackDown and they promote this really, really exciting match and they want you to be super excited for it. And almost every single time that match is never going to end in an actual fall because it's more storyline based than it is wins and losses. Where like AEW is like, hey, we're going to start the show off with a pay-per-view style match and someone loses. And then they use that loss into story. Like, well, you beat me last week, but I'll get you. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they build it more organically.
I don't disagree with that. People think WWE's predictable. I mean, when you watch wrestling as long as we have, I mean, you figure out
WWE's always been really predictable.
That's not true. I never saw Roman Reigns being champion this long.
I did.
Pete Dawson said, "Who's
for example,
the guy on the right?" I don't remember. This is what. Hold on a second. He doesn't. You don't know who this guy is. Hold on. 1 second, bro. Hold on. What is wrong with you? This is Anthony Blackwell Jr. He is the one, the only TWF Intercontinental YouTube champion. Anthony Blackwell Jr. Everybody loves ABJ.
Like, even as a kid, I watched the WWE product and I was like, I don't care if Hogan wrestles tonight because I know how it's going to end.
Hogan's a bum, I tell you.
Well, you can subscribe over to my channel if you'd like, Pete. I do interviews and we talk wrestling as well sometimes.
Pete, don't do it.
And movie reviews and stuff like that. It is a trap. That's how I get you to join my cult.
It's a trap.
That's what I was thinking.
We have tasty Kool-Aid.
I'm very laid back tonight. He says, okay, I still don't know him. Well, Pete Dawson, get to know ABJ. Go to his channel, Anthony Blackwell Jr. Kira's going to put the link up because I'm too tired.
No, I'm not.
Okay. There it is. I'm going to lay back, guys. As you can see, I'm not feeling...
I actually don't even know. Can you guys click links in the YouTube chat when we put the links in? Or are you guys just letting us put links in there and you guys can't even click it?
You don't have to put it up. If they want to do it, let them do the work of typing it.
No, I'm saying, can they click links?
I don't know.
Because I think they're just letting us like.
Real quick, Xavier says true, but WWE will forever be better than AEW. Their promotion is messy. I'm not sure if you have been paying attention to WWE for the last 40 years. Until like this year's Mania, they've been pretty messy. Just saying. Wrestlers fought backstage at AEW. Boo-hoo. People have been trafficked in WWE.
Wow.
So not get crazy with the messy allegations.
Wow.
I mean, am I wrong?
I don't know what you're talking about.
We just completely forgot that your former owners get
okay.
By the FBI.
Let's keep it moving. Thank you very much.
Messy.
Let's keep it moving. Thank you.
There it is.
Sorry.
There it is.
WWE still hire tantalizing Tony. I did not.
Yeah. This is a disclaimer. The words and views of Anthony Blackwood Jr. do not reflect on the 10 Lives and Tony show or Kira.
I actually don't even know what just happened.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to get the link up.
There it is.
But
my man Jay Cannon said Wes is turning, blaming Zachary for leaving him. Like that.
Interessante.
After they lose the tag titles.
Do you think WWE would look into trio champions for the men?
They need to. I would like it. I'd love to see trios titles.
They look like they're having such a fun time at the Great American Bash.
Mike said the
party.
link worked, Kira.
Nice.
So there it is. What's her name again?
Remember when the main roster they would do these
Parker.
skits and EC3 would just sit there with a red cup and look like he was drunk out of his mind.
Yep.
That's all he would do. That was like his job for a month.
Is that Ashante?
I think so.
Oh, Jada Parker.
Lola Vice, Sol Ruka. Everybody wants the title.
Yeah, humble. I was reading some of that too, but like, it's one thing to say if you don't like somewhere, right? But like, you also like it's tough because sometimes you have to listen to the reports like half, because are they bummed because they got fired and now they have everything negative to say, or are they bummed? Are they now saying it because they don't have a job? You know what I mean? Like, like if they felt that way about the company, Dijak and MVP have been fired and hired multiple times, but now all of a sudden it's a problem.
Who you pointing to?
This freaking idiot, BJ Ray from the Gosh Darn Next Gen series. Did you watch it? He's living the gimmick as dirtbag.
Look, they put him to the table. Look.
Which is basically
he's wearing eggplant.
Which is basically
romper.
what Shawn Michaels called him, but not dirtbag, the profanity word.
Scumbag?
No. He's living the gimmick to the fullest.
Yeah.
It's hilarious.
All right, let me address this. Hit Pete Dawson's name, please.
I'm not good, Pete. Sorry.
Let me put me in the big screen, please. Thank you.
Nope, none of that.
Pete Dawson, I have a question for you. Pete Dawson said you said everybody loved the guy on the right. Why only 1.2K scrubs? How many do you have, Pete Dawson? I'm curious. Pete Dawson, give me a link. Why don't you put in the chat what's the link to your channel? Number one. Number two, why does it matter if he has 1.2K subs or one sub? Someone's listening to him. And here's
my
the main
mom loves
thing.
it.
There you go. If one person listens to you, that's one more person in the world that he touched.
Yeah.
So let me say this in closing. This is a positive chat. If we don't do any negativity.
Dude, I want the Cody Rhodes toy of that line. Did you see it?
No.
Cody Rhodes is Casey Jones.
I'm putting
you don't have to.
No. I hate the only person allowed to be negative here is me. Okay? I'm the only person allowed here to do my thing. Mike's gonna go wash his butt cheeks. All right, love you, brother. All I'm saying is this.
What?
Pete Dawson. My Blackwell's here because he's my dude and he has great content. And this is the problem with this world is everybody sees numbers and you think because someone has so many millions of views or subscribers, they're good. It's not always the case. Is it the case sometimes? Of course. But
all I'm saying is you could put me on the line nose to nose with some of the top content creators in the world. If they have 1 million followers, 100,000, you put me nose to nose with them, interview for interview. I guarantee I smoke 90% of them.
And I concur.
And I don't have writers who write stuff for me. I don't have videos. I don't have editors. I don't have any of that. I know my worth.
And Pete Dawson, in closing, Black was a good dude. I love him on the show.
Allegedly.
So whether he has 1.2, 8.2, 20.2, he's good in my book. And on a 10 Lives of 20 wrestling show, we treat everybody.
I mean, Savage has what, like 5,000 subscribers?
I guess.
He's terrible.
Oh, God. I'm not Pete Dawson, put that one up. Pete Dawson not offended. No. Listen, I take stuff directly. Listen, Pete, I appreciate your comment. I'm not offended.
I'm not either.
I'm not offended. I'm just saying that everybody doesn't resonate with everybody, and their views the subscribers don't go up. Everybody does love him. Everybody that knows him loves him. So yeah. And I appreciate the comment. Like I said, I appreciate you being here, but I'm still gonna back my boy. That's all.
One
No,
very.
and like I said, his suits are his 1985 suits are come on, bro. They are very Vince McMahon-esque. So Pete Dawson, you're
You
entitled
gotta
to
have
your
a good
opinion.
look. There's nothing else there.
Leave Savage alone. He tries hard. He works hard.
You're right. He does try hard.
Speaking of good looks, you know how many compliments I got on my SummerSlam outfits, and I
None.
didn't take any
None.
freaking pictures.
Nobody even liked you.
Oh,
Who's the-
real quick too. The guy said, real fast. I was acknowledged after your thing. I don't. Anthony doesn't understand. AEW is only relatable to indie marks. WWE is a monster promotion that draws money. AEW ain't doing that. They are drawing money, not as much as WWE, but you have to realize too. WWE is part of a huge system and TKO, and the branding of WWE is the Coca-Cola of professional wrestling. People say, "Oh, wrestling's in town." WWF or WWE. You know what I mean? Like the AEW is never going to be that. They're behind 40, 50 years. Like it's never, and they're like, so I'm not arguing that point, but everything that makes mostly what you're watching now in NXT, the old NXT Black and Gold, which is now resonating on the main roster and also resonating in AEW, has all been, I didn't even see what he said. I got removed. That's a bummer. Anyway, that all comes from the indies. Besides like Roman and Brock Lesnar, everything that you're watching on television, regardless of what brand it is and Randy Orton has essentially came out of the indie scene. So I think you should dive more in the indie scene, and you can appreciate it more when they get bigger. But I definitely my grip on mainstream wrestling is not as good as it used to be, but it's just kind of boring to me right now.
What is with the hate today?
Wait, what does John Campion or Chris Van Vliet have anything to do?
I
don't think anyone's doing John Campa or Chris Van Vliet numbers.
John Campy's numbers are huge. He's a big farmer.
Yeah,
Chris
you're
Van
comparing
Vliet's
me to like million subscriber channels.
And
I like what I post.
Really?
Listen, at the
He's
end of the
not-
day, my content
Right.
is my personal journey and personal journal and things that I like. And if other people like to enjoy that with me, then I'm glad you're there. But I'm not gonna trend set. I'm not gonna try to find what's popular to talk about it to get views. I'm not gonna.
I am.
I don't knock people who do that. It's just not my style. I don't try to be like everybody else. I don't want to be the next Chris Van Vliet. I want to be the first ABJ. And as someone, Xavier, who it looks like you're a performer yourself, I'd hope you as an artist would look at it that way as well. Do you want to be a karaoke singer, or do you want to sing your own tunes? You know,
I like show tunes.
Acapella.
That's right.
It's part of our acapella group.
I like conversation. This is not me being haty or like shady towards Xavier either. I have no beef. I just I like conversation.
Yeah, the other guy, Pete Dawson, said, "This is not the stream for me." I said, "Okay." So
We made it easier for you, Pete.
So I banned him and removed him.
Yeah.
Not the stream for me. Why? Because I spoke up, so he can speak his opinion, but I can't speak mine. Know what I mean?
Oh, I don't mind that people don't like me. I'm aware of it. I've been around 37 years. There's nothing you're going to say to me that I haven't heard in high school already, you know?
Why don't you have more subscribers? Why are you watching my show? Dummy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Everything with everybody's about the numbers all the time. And get me wrong, you need numbers. But somebody that doesn't even do anything, he probably sits on his mom's couch all night long.
That's why I don't stress people who aren't in my space who try to criticize me in my space, you know?
Whatever. Joe Hendry versus Joe Coffey.
Battle of the Joes.
Battle of the Joes.
They probably had a cup of Joe this morning.
Wow.
Kerry Silkin likes me, and Kerry Silkin says Seth Rollins is one of the most entertaining people he's ever seen. So if a guy who thinks Seth Rollins is good likes me, I'm doing something right. And if Kerry likes me, that's all that matters to me.
Do you think Seth Rollins is one of the best ever?
I do.
Wow.
I think when it's all said and done and this guy goes down in the books, I think he'll go down as one of the best.
I don't think he's top 10.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
Seth Rollins to me doesn't do anything special. He's a great wrestler, but his match is a cookie cutter too to me. I think he's great. Don't get me wrong. I can't do anything.
I don't think he's better than Michaels. No, see Henry, that's blasphemy.
That's my point. I think everybody should be on Shawn Michaels level.
Even Bret Hart.
Bret Hart's not on Shawn Michaels level.
I agree. No,
I love Bret. I think Bret was cookie cutter too, but Bret could adapt.
I do as well.
But Bret could adapt though. He could adapt to his opponent. I don't think, in my opinion, I don't think Seth Rollins adapts. I think his matches are the same no matter who he goes against.
I disagree
I
with
be
that.
wrong. Listen, it's my opinion. I'm entitled to it.
I've only seen one match of Seth Rollins that I didn't like.
Versus Cena?
Nope. And I still don't blame it with Seth Rollins' fault. I thought the Hell in a Cell with Bray was terrible.
Well, Bray,
If I never watched that match again, I wouldn't care.
Back to Joe v. Joe.
Swerve is doing good in AEW. I wish they were treating him a little more serious.
They're not treating him well.
Nope. But I think he's dropping it in. I know he's definitely dropping it in London. Yeah, I think Danielson's going to win the title, and I think he's going to be AEW's first part-time champion. And I think Danielson's going to take the AEW World Championship over to London, or not over to London, to Japan. Like his whole thing is he wanted to wrestle in Japan, and he's never done it, and he's going to take. And now they're doing that like Forbidden style door, but in the Tokyo Dome, and I think he's gonna show up at that show as the AEW champion.
Possibly.
Joe Hendry pulled a Eddie
Guerrero. Joe Hendry did Eddie Guerrero. Nice.
And that ref did a perfect "you're out." Kick those guys out of there quick. Get out of here. Stop standing at the top of the ramp.
I mean, we have to eventually get to a LA Knight versus Joe Hendry, right? Like that's the money booking, right?
Probably.
Is it though?
Joe Hendry's not that great. Joe Hendry's a good wrestler, but he's basic. He's a basic wrestler.
I mean, so is LA Knight, but just give him microphones and promo time.
Wait, what's the crowd singing? They're singing "Don't Stop Believing."
Wow.
So they said, "Don't stop believing." Okay.
If the rumors are true, do you think the Lucha Bros will do well in WWE? No.
They're doing "We Rock," or what is it called?
We Believe.
We Will Walk You, but the stomp.
Standing ovation.
Joe Hendry wins.
Let's hear the song. Let's hear it. Quiet. There's everybody swaying.
I
have to watch it. I have to watch TNA more. Is he getting pushed this heavy in TNA too?
Yes.
I believe in Joe Hendry. Joe Hendry, so prestigious. He didn't even have to bump. All he had to do was lay there. I don't know why he jumped like that.
Thomas, I think some American stars will go over to help build the name up right away. Like, I think for certain, when NXT UK opens up and they do the UK champion, because that's the rumor they're going to bring back the European Championship, and that's going to be the NXT Europe, the world that's going to be their world champion, and bring back the European Championship and its lineage. I think 100%. I think Drew McIntyre will be the face of NXT Europe.
Jody's talking home, guys. Let's hear what he has to say.
Sarah. He's not done with NXT.
Is he signed? Let's hear it. Oh.
Is he staying? Oh, he's back next Tuesday. Might as well sign with the company, buddy.
Obafemi.
Don't stop believing. That's the new thing. America's got a chant. You know, France has got the Cody Rhodes. Was that France or was that they're like na 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 na. And then what was Cody Rhodes? What was that?
Well, that was wherever it was. Okay.
What was that?
Scotland, whatever.
Scotland, maybe.
Okay, so what still we have now?
We have Joe Hendry waving his hand.
Oh, yeah, with Joe Hendry. Okay.
Chase U.
All right.
going on here?
There's still 25 minutes.
Yeah. Look. Rich Holland. They're not clapping for Rich.
Do you think this is getting old now, Chase U? Okay.
You smashed it.
I like what they were doing with Rich Holland for a while there, where he was accidentally hurting people.
Yeah.
That's what I thought was funny.
Oh.
Yikes! Don't read the chat, Kara.
Chase U versus the winners of the main event.
Oh.
Oh, I don't think Chase U even makes it to the main roster. I don't think that's a main roster stable.
Oh.
Too gimmicky. It's not Duke and Chase. It's Ridge and Chase.
I would say Thea Hale, with some of the big signings they just brought in for the women's division, I don't think Thea Hale's bringing in any world champions anytime soon. Even though I think she's really good and deserves one. But I think they had a chance to put the ball in her court a long time ago, and they chose not to.
Ren Sinclair coming out. She fights too? She wrestles too?
Is she another gymnast?
They're all gymnasts.
She got good music. Listen.
Sounds like something that would be playing in H&M.
Yeah.
How is that good for a wrestling show?
I like it.
Some of these like wrestlers, though, you can tell like they didn't grow up watching wrestling. And
yeah,
they're
and I
being
hate
taught
that
as they go. You know what I mean? Like they're learning.
Duke Hudson has been in NXT for almost a decade.
What?
Hey, by the way, guys, we got interviewed by WWE TV. I actually got to cut a real promo, like, and talk and ask me questions. I don't know where it's gonna debut at, but I'm hoping it's for this right here, for the NYC thing, because I really got to talk. They were talking to some other guy. He was like, oh, yeah. I was like, what is he talking about? I said, can I get on here, please?
Can this guy just like?
Why would they replace freaking Tiffany in the middle? I mean, Rhea in the middle with Tiffany.
Who knows?
Oh, they changed her picture to the new. And LA Knight with the title. Forgot LA Knight won.
That's true.
Those
Those
Photoshop belt photos though look like you could tell when
So
it's like a
terrible.
photo
Yeah.
and then they put the belt over it. Like just take a new photo.
Tiffany said that they have a professional photographer and like set up at every show. So stop by for 5 minutes and take a photo with the new title. I don't understand.
Some of these graphics they make are rough.
Speaking of W Shop, is the briefcase on there?
Yes,
I
or
don't know.
for pre-sale.
For pre-sale.
But honestly, what do these people, when people buy briefcases from WWE Shop, what do they do with them? Like they just have them just
They
sit
walk
there?
around like gum marks.
Cash. They want to cash in.
What do we think of the OTC shirts?
I was just about to ask you which one of three options everyone's been saying do you think is what that stands for, OTC?
Oh, it hasn't been like actual said?
No.
Or do you think it's all three? Do you know the three things people are saying?
I thought it meant our tribal chief.
Oh, that's number 4. I didn't even think of that.
Our tribal chief, only tribal chief, original tribal chief,
one tribal
chief.
They just been saying you're not our tribal chief. So I just thought it was our tribal chief.
Other tribal chief.
Thomas Akers, I can't. No, they didn't say what it was, but I feel like any 4 of those options, our tribal chief would be cool too. I really don't know. I mean, I guess it's up to your imagination because we still don't know what MFT. Well, they still didn't say what MFT means.
I'm trying to read it. What it says.
It doesn't say it.
What do you mean MFT?
Tamatonga's shirt.
Oh, the one that looks like an MJF shirt.
MJF, yeah.
Like they took the same shirt and just dropped an F off it.
That's crazy because I was looking at it and I was thinking it, but I feel like I would have been like too like annoyed because I don't like I feel like people think it's annoying when they compare WWE to AEW all the time, but it
No,
was
that
just
logo
so
is
blatant.
dead on. Yeah, it's dead on.
So here's the new stuff like this. Like, look, when you win the title, get a shirt.
I don't like that. I think that's a waste of t-shirt. Like, who's wearing that?
No one.
Here we go.
Who's saying like, you know what? Actually, look at this. On sale right now for $17. The Survivor Series hat. It looks like the old school Survivor Series logo. Keep
Oh,
scrolling
Tiffany's
down.
got a title?
Yeah, it's like a little mini belt, like a slap.
Oh, it's a
What's it?
bracelet. I was about to say, where's Rhea's? But it's a bracelet.
Daily
Okay.
deal
That might be a little.
$10.49.
That might be a little teaser there.
Taken off
That
of
might be a
Bailey.
sign. That might be a.
I mean, Naya.
Yeah. Go back real quick and go up. Hit view all
To the
above
right
the
side.
best in the world hoodie, and then scroll down. Well, you see the Survivor Series hat. It's so nice.
They need more Rhea merch. More Damien merch.
Oh
I need a
yeah.
Damien shirt. That's giving Stranger Things. That's
This
cute.
is the original hat
That's
from
the OG.
from
That's the
Richfield
OG. Yeah.
Coliseum.
That's cute.
I love that. If they made a Royal Rumble hat like that, I'd buy it.
What's wrong with Survivor Series?
I like Survivor Series. I just like the original OG. I mean, the OG Survivor Series logo is my favorite, but the old Royal Rumble logo is one of my favorites.
Your Fanatics is killing it, man. They have so much stuff.
But like some of this stuff is just like I'm pretty sure they're not making anything until someone orders it. Because who's ordering a portable charger off a WWE shop?
You'd be surprised.
Dude, people buy anything.
This Tiffy thing is something else. That's crazy.
And it's got a strap. It's super cute.
$129. And she has one that's signed too.
She should have signed the one that was broken up and then.
I wonder
sold
if they're
it
going to do what they
auction.
did at SummerSlam too, when they had the special SummerSlam titles that you could only buy at the arena that day.
Mhm.
They did have some stuff like that there.
They
I
had
think.
what? They had two different titles. They had the men's and the women's, are the one version, the other show's version, and then they had the mini belts of it.
Yeah,
like you could buy
something
the
like
mini
that.
belts.
But the SummerSlam version is just like different plates. Like there's not much different about it.
How about
Maybe a
the
strap.
How about the OC being on the NXT? You know,
It sucks.
the Good Brothers on NXT.
Not good at all.
Some people are just happy with that paycheck, you know.
Well, they don't have to travel so much. They can just stay in Florida.
Yep.
They must be loving it.
But unless they love wrestling, which I'm sure they do, what if they want to wrestle? What if they actually
Yeah.
enjoy
Imagine that.
being? I mean, money is always good, but
Sometimes people like to just like in content we just talked about before. Some people's content is okay with the playing it safe and going that route, and then some people will like have a little more creative freedom and they want to be a little edgier. Sometimes sometimes the WE paycheck's not what you want to be as a creative person.
Did you see Jamie in the front row?
mm-hmm.
My friend Jamie is in the front row. He's got the Mania Club shirt on.
Yeah. So the first show on CW for NXT is October 1st. It's in Chicago, and then CM Punk's going to be there, and then the next week they're in St. Louis, and Randy's going to be there. When's the last time has Randy even been on NXT?
I think this is bull. I don't care if you're coming on the show unless you're wrestling. I don't care if you
No,
come
I
cut a
care.
promo.
I care. I like.
It matters if they're cut a promo in the ring
Mhm.
at an NXT show. If they would just cut on the main roster show, make it worth my while. Wrestle a young talent and put them over.
Well, I mean, they're probably going to put a young person over via promo, but
Lazy. I want to see you in the ring. You're wrestlers.
who's Kettle Gray? Kendall?
Kendall.
Oh, it looked like 2 D's in the Titantron.
I don't get that move she does, where she acts like she shoots for a double and then goes, "Nah, I'm just kidding." There's like no personality or flair to it. I watched her now do that twice.
Well, isn't that the wrestling thing?
Yeah, it's like she shoots
like
a,
mat
she
wrestling.
yeah, she's like shooting a single. But once again, probably insanely athletic, but like you can tell she probably grew up watching Zero Wrestling and she doesn't have like the charisma aspect.
Yeah.
They're like creator wrestlers. Like when you first make a creator wrestler in the video game.
Mm-hmm.
Top 10. Top 10 what?
Of all time? So tough.
I mean, if that's what he's asking, I'll play that game.
Seth
Is
Rollins,
is it personal or is it kayfabe? Personal top 10 or kayfabe? Like stat
10 lost 20, 10 lost 20, 10 lost 20.
Jake Paul and Tyson and Mike Tyson are doing press conference at Fanatics Fest.
Yeah, that's huge.
Is that what I'm reading?
We'll be there Friday. We're at Fanatics Fest for the whole weekend.
Is that what I'm reading though? Is that what that means?
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. You know what I'm thinking?
Is that a panel?
Yeah, I got a good idea about
Oh, there's going to be a Slurpee truck.
What time does FanFest go to?
Free Slurpee samples. Ooh.
What time is FanFest? To what time is it over?
I don't know, Dad. I told you they don't have times on there.
FanFest or what? New York?
Fanatics FanFest in New York City, yeah.
Oh.
At the Jacob Javits Center. We just got our tickets.
Jacob
Is it like
Javits
like a traveling superstore?
Huge, but it's just not just that. It's panels. There's everything.
It's a really good arm drag.
It's gonna be great.
It's like WWE World kind of.
But not to mention that's Saturday and Sunday the wrestlers. Friday are like NBA guys, WWE, NBA,
everyone
MLB.
else.
Derek G is gonna be there. Okay.
And that's where the power of TKO will launch WWE into a different stratosphere.
Yep.
Because TKO is involved in movies, music, all other sports stuff like Fanatics and celebrities, and they're just gonna have that draw power of like, oh, your favorite person is here. Oh, boing, like they're, you know what I mean. But if you're a diehard wrestling fan, you're sick of seeing guys like Jelly Roll chokeslam your favorite wrestler and make him look like he's a scrub. That I mean, it goes two ways. You're like,
no, if you enjoy and respect and are passionate about the business, I don't have a problem with you. Bad Bunny was great. Jelly Roll had a positive attitude. Snoop Dogg always has a positive attitude about everything he's involved in. Logan Paul can't get behind him. Ronda Rousey can't get behind her.
Wow.
Logan Paul worked probably harder than any of them though.
He did work really hard, but I'm not getting any kind of.
He's just a shit human.
Yeah.
Who's that?
I was rooting for him as a human for a while, and then he made some dumb posts.
Who's that?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. He's spreading some misinformation.
Well, you know,
over the Olympic boxer. Instead of waiting to hear actual facts or do any research on your own, he made a post essentially calling her a man when she wasn't.
Yeah, she really is not. She's
not. She's a biological woman.
Born a woman, yeah.
But you know that when media just spread fake news because everyone's so quick to get a story that they don't care if it's accurate or not, they just want to be the first one to say it.
End the match. Let's get to the main event. I'm tired. I'm tired of this, Grandpa.
Is Mark Henry's son going to be the first second-generation black talent side of WWE? That'd be interesting. Whatever happened to the Devon's kids? Weren't Devon's kids torn for a while?
I don't know, honestly. Here, can you try to find the password here, please?
Wait, there's never been a second-generation black wrestler?
I'm trying to think right now. It's got to be. Yeah, Rocky Johnson.
Yeah.
The Rock.
The Rock is a second-generation black wrestler. I mean, he's mixed. He's biracial.
But his father's black. He's black.
Yeah. Poor Rock.
How many times have you tried?
Twice.
I don't know when it's going to lock you out, so just do forgot. Okay, who won? Ren? Or Ren won? Wow.
There it is.
A lot of distractions from the outside people. Only one I know is Charlie Dempsey. This guy looks like Julius Creed.
And guys, just so you know, when we just talking like We're not calling the matches stuff like that, guys. NXT is very laid back for us. It's basically talking about just catch up with you guys, talk about stuff, go to the chat. So it's not like this guy's really good.
Javon Evans. I do want to know more about you because I'm confused.
Yeah, he's good to be so young.
I'm gonna be honest. I'm looking through this list, and there's not a lot of second generation black wrestlers.
Who name one other than Rocky?
I've not seen one since out on this list at all.
And if you really want to think about it, Simone, Ava Rain, she's a second generation if you don't count Rock, because Rock's black. Okay, her mom's white, I think, but
Wait, you're getting less and less. Wait, what?
I don't know.
Yeah, that's wild. Wait, is this?
Okay, we're getting a little Javon Evans backstory.
I didn't know Electra Lopez is a second generation wrestler.
Who is she related to?
Steve King.
Oh, okay.
Jose Rivera, aka Steve King, was a Northeast independent wrestler known for his many appearances on WWE television from 1976 to 84. Yeah, her dad was a wrestler. He wasn't like anything huge, but he was a wrestler. Did not know that. That checks out because she actually has charisma and she knows what she's doing as a wrestler because she's probably grown up watching it.
There it is.
Ava blocked Humble.
On what? On Twitter? For what?
Humble's trying to get that smoke.
It's funny.
But I'm also trying to find the criteria of WWE signed second generation black wrestlers. If that makes sense. Besides The Rock, obviously.
I love they do the Little Rascals wave. I should watch the Little Rascals. Haven't watched that in forever.
I got to hang out with Carson right after all the allegations happened. He was a really nice guy.
Speaking of Roman Reigns.
Or not Carson, Zachary. Carson Wentz was a football player.
Roman's back to Friday. Very excited
Yeah.
to see what the heck this man's got to say.
And we won't be doing. And guys, we won't be doing a live watch on Friday. I'm going to see you guys a link on where we're going to be, where I'm going to be. But we are going to do the after show.
Why?
Oh, you going somewhere?
No, we're going to be working with playback. I'm going to actually put the link up.
What does it say? Oh yeah, Roman comes back, changes nothing but a little sliver of gray in his pants instead of all black pants. Looks the same. I mean, he looks better. Not so many grays, not so stressed out.
Old school manager Slick was a second generation black generation. There you go. Thank you. Appreciate that, St. Henry.
Who is his people?
Old school manager Slick.
The whole sexy. I never seen what happened. Did she just like come in and twerk and stuff and like dance? I know she made a social media post about doing drugs with Shawn Michaels, and I was like, wow.
Who did?
Sexy Red.
Oh.
Yeah.
She's unhinged. She's a bad representation of.
I'm shocked. Like that they brought her around.
I know it.
Yeah, why did he catch any backlash for that? I don't get it.
Why is she famous?
You want the honest truth?
Yeah, let's hear it.
For creeps
Because they're
and
WWE and tribalism.
There it is.
I think if that same bit happened on AEW television, people would lose their minds.
You think so?
Yes. From outside people, I don't think AEW people would have cared because AEW is a little more edgier anyway. But I think outside people would have been like, see, this is why AEW is trashy. They do stuff like this on television.
click it, Deb.
trying to get.
I would agree with that, Humble. Without seeing it, obviously, I didn't see the skit, but if I'm pretty sure that like pro wrestling has a problem when it comes to representation of people of color as well as queer people, and you don't have to be an androgynous character or queer or gay or non-binary and have to always play a villain. You don't have to be a black superstar to be a criminal or a hip-hop star. You know what I mean? Like there's other ways you can make people stand out and not have to play to a stereotype. Or they don't have to be like, well, we signed 6 Hispanic superstars, so let's put them all in a stable and then put the other ones in the other stable and they only wrestle each other. Like, what? Come on, man.
Leave LW alone.
That's just old wrestling WWE trope I don't like that they do. I think it holds a lot of people back.
When they first put New Day together, that's what I thought that they were doing. Because they were just putting a whole bunch of groups together. It was weird. I can't remember who the other groups were.
The New Day were like, all right, let's make this work and let's be different. Let's not be the normal stereotype of people of color. Like, let's hit them with positivity and love and just keep hammering it to them until they love us. And they did. Like, the New Day story is remarkable of what they accomplished as a team. Because that team was getting booed out of the building every night.
True story.
I don't remember that.
Guys, my apology. I'm putting something up so you guys can see what's going on. So this Friday night, I'm going to put a link in the chat, guys. Here it is. This is called the Playback Network. It's called Playback. I'm working with the ETB Network, Empty the Bench. And basically what it is, I'm going to show you what it is, guys. It's like YouTube, except it's not. So basically, you guys can watch me. And you can watch SmackDown live. So I'll be on screen with SmackDown. Like, you know how we can't show it here?
Mm-hmm.
Well, Empty the Bench Network has the rights to WWE. Yeah.
No, they don't. No, they don't. I'm sorry.
They don't have the rights. They have, what do you call it? What's it called, Kira?
I don't know. We can
You know
share
what they
it.
have?
Like it.
They have a website platform that's not as big as YouTube that's going to hit them for demonetization strikes because they don't there's not an income coming to it.
Not true. They have a contract. That's not true. Because they also have MLB, they also have NBA, they also have some other things too. The link, here's the link.
They have 50. I'm not trashing them. I'm just saying I don't think I like that's like piracy is what like they're getting away with it because it's not on a major website network.
No. They have
57 members, Tony. They don't have the rights to stream WWE for free on television.
The ETB thing is new, but Playback is the one that has the contract. The Playback app.
Hold on.
I'm just telling you. This is where I'll be Friday.
I mean, listen, if they're allowed to do that on there.
Yeah, because listen, I'm telling you, listen, I didn't understand it either, but it's true. How do I get to the bottom?
You scroll.
I tried.
There it is.
Oh. Hold on. I made it too big.
It is a cool. I'm looking at it. Like it's a cool website.
WWE SmackDown with ETB now. We're getting ready for SmackDown with Dan D Man Schreiber and Tantalize and Tony Live. I don't know about that second billing. We'll get to that on another day. But there you go.
Interesting.
Yeah. It was explained to me. Listen, you know me, I'm just an on-air guy.
Mm-hmm.
But they have they can also do they can't just they don't just turn a TV on and put it on there. It's streamed straight to them.
Yeah, you can do your capture card and put it on the screen while you're doing it. That's probably what they do. But I don't know how up and up that is.
I think it's pretty
legally.
I'm pretty sure that listen, like I said, I'm going to be on there Friday. So the less said,
I
the
mean,
better.
yeah, you're not you're not taking the hit.
I'm not
the
taking
the website takes the hit. So, like, for example, when you pirate a pay-per-view, there's like a live chat on the side that people can chat during the. That doesn't mean that like it's a legal chat that you can do that. It's just the website that streams the show illegally is allowing.
But see, let me see. Let's look at this live reaction. Let's see. Let me take this down for a second.
I'm very confused.
Yeah, I'm confused too. I'm trying to see what because I know they were doing some way they were watching
Good
they were watching
times.
hockey or they were watching something.
Honestly, that might not be a terrible place to maybe do once or twice a week if you're allowed to show the actual wrestling.
I haven't really had a chance to research everything with it yet. But
I wonder what it's like. Would you have want to be born with like?
here's some live right now. Let's see. So they're watching Team Brazil. Hold on. Okay, they're just chatting on it. Let's see. Just chatting.
Y'all will see on Friday. I hate when people say Friday, but I'm doing the country.
Oh, look, I think they're playing now. They're watching right here. So yeah, look, they're watching something. This is live. And then there are people in the chat. Like I said, I never knew about playback until they told me about it, but anyway, we'll figure it out and talk to you guys about it later. Anyway, back to the tag team match.
Main event.
Facts, humble. Facts. My issue is if WWE's gonna allow Sexy Red to do what she did, let Mandy Rose have her job back. Yes.
You know, I agree with that.
Mandy Rose got fired under Triple H's
She got fired. But this is the one.
This is the one that would like that stuff, I believe. But like,
I just think it's crazy that they asked her to take the Shawn Michaels photo with the belt, and then when she took the photo with the belt, they had no problem with that. But when she took a similar photo with no belt on her own social media, it was grounds for termination.
I just don't understand it. There's got to be other things we don't know about.
Honestly, I don't think any of that should be. They target kids quite a bit. I mean, nowadays they're kind of trying to not get away from it, but they're going more PG-13 stuff like that, or 14, whatever it is. But kids still watch the product, people.
Let me tell you what the problem is too, guys. When you voice your opinion on something like the whole Sexy Red thing, I stayed away from it for the most part because I didn't agree with it. But I didn't want to hear from the black community. I was putting her down. I really wanted to post something about it.
Oh, I put her down all the time.
Well, what are you gonna do if they go to Netflix and they become more of an adult themed show? Will it ruin your the family values of your?
It could.
It'll ruin my innocence. I don't even like saying her name. I feel uncomfortable saying her name. I call her Miss Red.
I don't have a problem with people. I don't have a problem with sex selling.
I do.
It's part of the world. I get it.
It's degrading and gross.
But
if it goes back to Attitude Era, I don't know if I can handle it. I'm gonna be completely honest.
There's a line you have to draw. Like people should look a little attractive. I don't have a problem with a little
disgusted.
Will you let me finish, child,
Sorry,
please?
but what you're saying.
I mean, to be fair, Kira, your favorite wrestler is a dominatrix.
I understand that, and I still think the way people talk to her or catcall her, I think it's disgusting.
But you can't.
But that's her. That's what she's leaning into.
I understand that.
You can't show your body and then I expect to get some kind of blowback like that. So let me make my freaking point before I go crazy. Okay, so let's use the Attitude Era as an example. That pushed the boundaries. Girls lifting their shirts up, Sable with the handprints on her breasts. Mm-hmm. That's too much. Now, as a younger person, we liked it. Listen, I was a young man. I said, "Oh, this is great." But now, as a dad and a pop, I look at it differently. Now, I don't want my kids seeing that. And was I wrong to like it then? I don't think I was wrong. I just was uneducated. Now we see stuff where social media really is impressionable on our young people. We got to be careful on what we show. Now, sex sells. We know that. Listen, Dominic Mysterio, Liv Morgan,
And Rhea Ripley was a sex sell storyline.
It's a sex sell storyline. It is.
All I'm saying is,
Let me finish.
There was like 5 seconds of silence.
I can pause. I'm thinking. I'm not as young as you. I have to think. So we as consumers of the product and watchers of the product have to draw the line on what we feel is appropriate or not, and then we make a decision on what to watch or not. The problem with us is that we're in the business as content creators and we have to watch the product.
Yeah.
So we have to also look at it as, okay, most of our fan base loves it. But then let's use Humble as an example. Humble's a perfect example of she has her finger on the pulse, especially with stuff of people of color. Humble believes that not enough African American representation is on the main roster. I would agree with her, but my point of view can't voice that all the time because I have to be neutral in aspects of that. I'm talking to more than her. I have a wider audience than just Humble. I love Humble to death. Okay, I don't want to say her real name I know her government name. I love her. I think she's an incredible woman, and I agree with her 100% what she's saying. But I can't voice that all the time because I can't sound like I'm preaching.
And that's why I have 1,000 subscribers.
But that's a problem with this business we're in. If you speak your mind, you will suffer for telling the truth. Now, people are going to say to you, well, then you're not true to your convictions. Not true. Because in my personal life, I tell my kids, this is what's wrong and this is what's right. Yeah. I don't let when Sexy Red's on TV, Mikey can't watch it. Now, me watching the girl shake her butt, it doesn't bother me because I used to manage a strip club. So who am I to talk about anybody shaking their butt on screen?
No, I don't mind. Listen, if you want to shake your butt and be sexy and that's what you want to do, go for it. But you have to also play to your audience sometimes.
But I do think it demeans our women. I'm saying this as a black man. I didn't like that Sexy Red was on there shaking her butt. And good point. She says she loves Mercedes Moné. She dresses provocatively too. You know, she's got skimpy clothes on. They all do.
I think Rhea Dom Liv story has been done with more class than it would have been done if it was done in the past.
I agree with that. I agree it's classy, but it's still, if you look at it, it's still a sex story. It's toned down. So my point is, where do you draw the line on what's appropriate and what's not? That's why as a consumer, as a parent, as a person, you have to make your own decision.
It's going to be very, very, very interesting to see the landscape of WB when it goes, if it goes more mature and goes on Netflix, because I think, like, personally, like, you look at the NXT crowd right now, there's kids there, but that's mostly an older crowd. That's a demographic that'll watch most of this stuff because it's of what it is. You go to Monday Night Raws and SmackDown, there's a lot more children than there is adults.
True story.
And now you start putting shows together on Netflix, and they're going to tour the country, and they're going to be in arenas full of kids, and you're going to hear F-bombs, and you're going to hear like that. That's a big culture shock. Like, if a kid's like 15 or 10 or something to 15, and their mom takes them to because WWE worked really hard to clean up that Attitude Era image for this next generation. Like us growing up, at least for me growing up, and so many interviews I've done so many times, wrestlers weren't allowed to watch wrestling during the Attitude Era. Parents were like, you're not watching this. Like, the storylines were that bad. Like, Kira, some of these storylines are like, if you go back and research, like, or just do a YouTube thing where it's like the cringiest or craziest Attitude Era storylines, you would have an aneurysm because they were rough. And a lot of kids were not allowed to watch wrestling back then. And if they go back to that, it's going to be interesting to see how it handles their business move, like, going forward.
And it's tough because, like I said, we watch the product, and what if your favorite superstars in a little racy storyline? What do you do with that? You know what I mean? And like I said, we're allowed as people, we're allowed as just human beings. So Americans, we're going to call it, to have your opinion. I think the red thing was trashy. But if I was to put that on my Facebook, I think Sexy Red's whole thing was trashy, I would have caught it from all of my black people saying, "Oh man, you just with the white folks because blah blah blah, because you trying to be mainstream." No, I'm a dad. Didn't like to see this nasty chick shaking her butt like she did, and with a tongue all stuck out, looking all ignorant. No, it's just me personally. I mean, I don't know what to say, but
Dude, these guys are great.
They're all great. What a move that Mensah pushed him on top of him. I'm going to ask him in Nation Phrases. I don't know if you see here though.
What a move. That's sick. Yeah, but I'm going to be honest, C. Henry. I think there are certain aspects of conversation that shouldn't be like if somebody wants to pierce their nipples, that shouldn't be a racy thing to say. It's body modification, just like a tattoo. Like, but she's not. Rhea Ripley all the time is not really a kid-friendly person to talk to, or like when she does interviews outside this company, because she's very aware of who she is. And Australian culture is a lot different than American culture. Like, you know what I mean? Like they curse a lot. Like that's just how they speak. But I don't know, like Snoop Dogg's all over TV. Back in the day, someone an openly marijuana smoking African American would not be allowed to do what Snoop Dogg's doing right now. Like he's the mascot of the Olympics. You know what I mean? Like for
they
America.
lost. Smoke Dogg murdered somebody. Let's not forget that.
Yeah.
Still, Nathan Frazer and Axiom retain. Wow.
Ooh, Rihanna. That's a tough example. Rihanna's been edgy. I would agree with Beyonce and Taylor a little more. But even Taylor, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not. That's one subject I'm not super uptight about, but I understand. Like I don't have kids and I don't have young ones to look out for, so it's not something that's like on my radar as much as like what's offensive and what's not, because it takes a lot to make me blush. But I agree, you can have sex appeal and substance.
Let's see what's gonna happen. Is somebody gonna turn?
Motor City Machine Guns.
That'd be crazy.
Oh, let's see what happens. So
We still got time.
We got the losers in the ring. Who's gonna have an attitude here?
Music went off. They're consoling Wesley.
Look at Wesley's face.
Wesley might. Oh. What's going on?
Oh,
the guy, the rascal is jealous of the MSK.
The rascal gonna turn.
Oh
Oh
no! Oh,
Wesley with the turn.
Damn, he super kicked the hell out of him.
what in the world, Wesley?
They said, "Why?
What are you doing, buddy?"
Wish. You left me.
Yo,
You
Wesley
left
and I don't know if anyone dated. I don't know if any of those dated Alicia too. I know Zachary Wentz is dating Gigi Dolan right now.
So Wesley, you just led them on to be your friends this whole time when they came back.
Watch this into the stairs.
Why, Wes? Why? Why, Wes? Why?
Break his finger. Oh, gee. Put him through the barricade. Is he going to super kick him through the stairs, you think?
Heel Wesley.
Like it.
Let's see how this goes. Totally messed.
No, it's good, though. Good call.
Double knees.
Wesley and Wentz is going to be a really good match.
That chinning asshole. Oh, excuse me. I said it. So Wesley just took two guys out after he got pinned.
I mean, when you've got the adrenaline running through your soul.
Adrenaline in my... Oh, sorry.
Is he going back for more? Maybe not. I don't think so.
Smile, smile, smile. There it is.
Okay.
Okay.
Well, there you have it. Good night, guys.
Wow.
Hug your family, kiss your moms. See you later.
Wow. There it goes.
Slap some babies and kick some kids.
Wow. Slap some babies and kick
Wow.
some kids.
Kira,
For the-
this Judgment Day thing is taking Kira on a dark, dark path.
No, I
Not
just
true.
don't. I never liked
Kira
kids.
does not like kids. Kira doesn't like kids. She tolerates Michael, but guys, Kira does not like children.
Yeah.
Kira,
Not
you should
even a
follow
little
an
bit.
account on Instagram called Kids Getting Hurt. It's the best account of all time.
Oh, we got
No, every time I see a kid, I'm just like, oh,
Hey guys, thanks for being here. We just today, our NXT streams are always lighthearted. We just BS and talk. We don't watch the matches really because
Can I ask an honest question to your audience? Do you guys prefer when you got do they prefer when you literally just play-by-play call every single match? Or
nobody
do they
says that to
prefer
me.
or do they prefer like the hanging out at Whoa.
you saw the
Did you just
WWE,
notice that?
the WWE scratch, or no?
Yeah.
Yeah. I that's why I moved the mouse. I was trying to see what movie this was, but this is probably an old movie.
Oh,
WWE.
yeah, you're right. You're right.
Yeah.
It's an old. Good call. Good call. I was like, wait,
I don't
why?
know.
I thought that's how NXT ended. I thought they ended it with the scratch
Yeah.
logo. I was like,
I
wait.
thought they brought it back. Yeah.
So there's rumors. I don't know how true this is. There's rumors they're trying to fight for the name like WWF back.
I reported this 2 weeks ago. The World Wildlife Federation, their patent runs out, I believe, in October. WWE can get the F back and call it the World Wrestling Federation again. If that was to happen,
I wouldn't care.
oh my God, could you imagine having WWF titles again? The World Wrestling for oh my gosh, please let's go back. I still cannot get WWE. I still do not. It still is just cringe to me.
The WWE movie they made of the sleight of hand magician guy where he's like,
Yeah.
I heard that was good. Did you ever watch that one?
No, but I heard about it. It was good.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Anyway.
they're gonna fight for the
So the question is like, do they prefer like just a casual conversation while you watch wrestling, or do they need you to like tell them everything that's happening? Like,
Ask
I'm just
them-
curious
so-
from an audience
chat.
standpoint.
Chat, you guys should answer this. What do you guys think? What's up? Hello to
Because
everybody.
I'm the
on
worst
Instagram,
for
but
that. If they want someone to not talk and just ramble and have a conversation while wrestling's on, I'm your worst guest.
Do you guys want me to do play-by-play and actually talk about everything that's going on other than just doing analysis and saying, oh, this is what just happened?
There was one time. This is the only time I can recall, but there was one time that there was someone in the chat that was like, "I had to mute your stream because I was trying to watch I was trying to watch the show."
AEW. That was that's our good buddy from California.
But yeah, he basically said, "You guys need to shut up or talk about the freaking thing."
Who was it?
I don't know who it was, Dad, but yeah, that's where I try to get on topic. Try to at least say the because I know we get off track a little bit, but we're not gonna say every move that happens.
First of all, I'm not Michael Cole. I'm not Jim Ross. I'm not one of these guys. I'm not calling the match. I'm not even there. Number one, that's not what I do. It's not what the channel about. We here to talk wrestling, and then sometimes I feel it's boring. First of all, you should be watching me on your phone and watching NXT WWE programming on your TV.
No, I'm saying, Dad, but listen.
What are you saying?
That's what I'm pretty sure that's what they do.
Okay,
But I'm saying if we're talking about Taylor Swift, if we're talking about Avengers and they're trying to I'm saying he had to turn the volume down.
But that's why there's a mute button, and that's first of all.
I literally just said he turned the volume down.
You lower your voice to me.
What are you trying to say right now, Dad?
I'm trying to say this. I've had, Kira, I'm going to tell you this this is a shoot. You walk around this house like you run something, like you have, like your opinion matters to me.
What do I do?
It doesn't matter.
But work on the channel and sleep and eat.
You didn't do anything on the channel today. What did you do today?
What did you do today?
I was very sick.
I set the show.
You do nothing. You don't pay rent.
I'm pretty sure all the shorts and videos I got over 1 to 2K.
Mine did better than yours.
One of them.
Oh, that's all that matters.
I put up like 5.
Yeah, my one did better than all 5 years compared.
It did not.
Combined.
Most certainly did not.
Check the videotape.
Check the
People just tolerate you because you're here.
Dad, I could not be here. I could be watching Glee or
Big
making a
Bang.
Rhea video.
Yeah, you do this right here. Kira hit 5,000. How many you got?
7.
She's at 7,500 subscribers on TikTok.
You are so off.
I mean, on Instagram. 7,500. I'm not
Nice.
even 1,000. And how is she getting all these viewers? Because of these Rhea people. So why don't you push them over to me? Why don't you give me the same videos that you're doing? You waste all your time on that. You're pushing that platform, but not this one. You're the worst ever. Traitor. J-Lo and Ben separated again. There's a shock.
Who cares?
Let me tell you what the problem with J-Lo is. Who's the
Well, I got to
problem?
cut out. I got work tomorrow morning.
Later, bro. Love you.
You like
Love
Black
you,
hole.
Tantalizing Nation. You are all the
Get a
best.
continental YouTube champion right there. There it is.
Coming to a town near you. Come
There it
touch
is.
it and kiss it and get a photo with it. And you can
Make
go
sure
on
you
my
wash your
social
hands
media.
after. Wash your hands after because everybody touches it. It's probably got SARS.
dreams.
Without getting too crazy, I have friends who have held television championships.
I said this is better.
No, they said this is beautiful, but they said that most people who have had championships on television, the horror stories of what people have done since with those belts after they won them.
Oh yeah.
I just gotta say, I have a lot of catching up to do to make this an official wrestling title.
Good night, everybody.
Oh, we can't say goodnight. Look who's in the chat right now.
Vigilante. This is who I was talking about. Vigilante Talks is in the building. He's a day late and a dollar short, but he's here. I was joking.
We're about to get out of here.
No, it's cool. Listen, in case you guys don't know Vigilante, here's his Instagram, guys. Please subscribe to him. The dude has great content. He has the best.
Send me his one of you send me his account on.
I'm not gonna send you Jack, bro. We think we work
follow
for
him.
you. What do you think this is? We don't work
Have
for
your
you,
people
bro.
Kira, send me a DM with his account.
Kira, don't not slide in his DMs.
All
Right here, guys.
Love you guys.
Love you, Black. We'll see you later,
later,
bro. Guys, this is Vigilante Talks right here. Check him out. We'll send you a link. Here it is. Please follow him on Instagram. There we go, right there. He's got great content. He's got great short form content, great long form content. He's got his pulse on. He's got his finger on the pulse of everything with wrestling. He has great people to talk to. Listen, he's the truth, and he's a good dude in real life. And he's a great editor. And I'm gonna steal all his ideas and take his subscribers because I need it. But just look at his stuff.
nice.
Look at Paul Heyman crying. Look at this. Look at this right there. So he's got great content. And as you can tell, he's got the followers to prove it. Guys, 31,000, almost at 32,000. So he's awesome. I'm not gonna just take your ideas. I'm gonna legit just screen record all your stuff and just put it on my platform.
With your voice in it and everything.
I'm gonna I'm gonna keep your face, everything. I'm just gonna screen record your stuff and put it on my platform. That's what I'm gonna do. In fact, I'm gonna do one right now, put it on my YouTube and see how it goes. That's what we're gonna do. Just take your stuff legitimately. Take everything. There we go. I'm a thief from Brooklyn, bro. Come on. There it is. All right, guys. Thanks for watching tonight. Great show last night, by the way, with the title, Vigilante Talks, my man Ruda. Good job tonight, Kira. You're the worst of all time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. All right. You ready to take us out of here?
Absolutely not.
Okay, then do it.
Thank you guys for coming into the show today.
Here comes country. This is a country time, Kira. Hit it, country.
If you guys are new, I hope you guys stay, like, comment, share, subscribe, all that good stuff. We are on the road to 100K. What's the next PLE we're going? What's going on? What are we on the road to?
We're on the road to we're on the road to
Bash in Berlin.
Bash in Berlin, which I'm trying to go to, believe it or not.
We're on the road to Bash in Berlin, so send those darn super chats. Let me tell you right now, Berlin is not cheap.
If I do Berlin, I can't do
Survivor.
But I think Berlin would be big to go to Germany because I just came from Canada.
But
if I could get to Germany, it's truly international.
No one. I thought you wanted the big four. What's more important, going to Germany or getting the big four?
Super chats, money.
We're getting out of here, y'all. Make sure you guys hug your families, kiss your families, tell me love them, pray to God every day because you're not promised tomorrow. And as always, do what we all do best, and that's
good night, everybody. Stay tantalizing.